That interview has caused a lot of talking points, and I think that's valid. You know, I'm in an advantageous position when I could create content and then watch everybody either consume or react to it. However, I do have to make a few corrections, though, whether people are looking at it from the correct way or whether they're hating, because I don't care, hate or love, it's still Big Act. But I seen recently Fat Joe mention me. And, you know, again, one thing y'all should know about me, and y'all should probably figure this out from how I've dealt with the YoungBoy situation, I can't do it. You can call me whatever name you want to call me. Yo, act you pussy, yo, act this, yo, I don't think you... I'm one way. I'm not the guy who says... And by the way, I have done that too, so let me not act like I'm just Teflon. But I'm giving you the reason. Like, you know, people wanted me to turn up on YoungBoy. I think I've defended myself pretty well against whatever he said. And I think I've stood on what I stand on, and I'll continue to. But some people want me to do the huge rant and disrespect and violate. I don't do that, and I've said it to other people too. I said, that was somebody who I thought was a friend. So there's many different things he told me privately that I could say that makes him look horrible. I could say a million things that would probably expose a bunch of stuff. But at that point, what are you? You're just a hoe. So, within reason, I'm going to defend myself, but I'm not here to fucking spill all the tea or whatever the case is. And by the way, it's not like a nigga was telling me, like, some state secret, but I do have to treat people who I've had friendships with, especially when I've been privy to private conversations, differently from people who I don't know. Now, I say that to say, I don't think that makes me a hypocrite in how I go about everything else, right? Because, again, if I really wanted to go on the offensive against YoungBoy and make y'all look at him really weird, I'd be telling y'all about personal shit that none of y'all know. But I think it's not there, and I think that makes me look weak, so I don't do that. So this whole thing about, and by the way, y'all know, I'll go on personal shit, especially with niggas I don't know. So however I get it, Rory, I told y'all, and by the way, Lord, protect me. Rory, I know you need some promo today. I'm trying not to give it a promo, because I'm a lot of things. I'm definitely never a liar. And I seen, Lord, protect me. I ain't there yet. Chat, I get into this blackout state. I don't even know what the fuck I say. I'll see it later on stream. I'm like, oh shit, I was right. And I'm funny. I like it. Okay. I'm going to try to ignore that situation. That boy looking for promo. And I asked him for 2 years. 2 fucking years. I said, you and your little fucking goofy co-host could sit... This is before they did the whole thing in my crib. I said, y'all could sit on if y'all really wanted clout, y'all really wanted the biggest moment, I'm here for the biggest moments in hip-hop. Because I know y'all niggas won't bust a grape in a fruit fight, nigga. So, when y'all was doing that shit, I was down to sit down with both of y'all. Y'all would have debated y'all both. Y'all never did it. Never wanted to talk to me. Y'all just a passive-aggressive threat shit. Now, when niggas want to sell an album, now they're fully responding to me. And now, like, I'm like conflicted. I'm like, if I violate them again, I give them promo. Which I should violate them again. And I got a lot more violation to give. But I don't want to play into somebody's weak plan. I'm not NBA YoungBoy. I'm a very smart, calculated nigga. So I'm going to try as best as I can to ignore that little dweeb for now. But if I circle back around on it, I can't even blame the liquor. That's just, fuck it, man. Anyway, let me get back centered. So, Fat Joe. The reason why I say I deal with everybody the same, but I had to make the caveat because if it was my friend, it's a little different. Is because my nigga, like, I'm just not, you know, a lot of people sometimes criticize. I've seen this too. Yo, I used to love Act, but Act got an ego now. Man, if that's what turns you off from me, good riddance. Please go. You don't need to make the announcement. The reason why is because it's not necessarily an ego. I've explained this many times. When I was coming up, and I was one of the first of the Mohicans in terms of digital, we don't have no industry friends. Like, we're literally just people with the internet, super fans. They tried to turn me to the beaten stick of this industry. And they thought it was going to be successful. The cool guys just pick on Act. It wasn't until I curated the best audience in the world, I became the biggest hip-hop platform in the world, I start popping shit till they realize, oh shit, the nigga who we thought was going to be the 12th man on the bench that we could just throw our fucking sweaty towel in his face, he's LeBron. He's kicking our ass. But now he's not taking it. When the rabbit got the gun, nobody likes it. When I give the same energy back, nobody likes it. Why he talking tough? Everybody talk tough to me. But it never did nothing to me. Who did something to me? Who put hands on me? No, nobody. But if I say anything, oh no, he talking tough. I'm not talking tough. I'm talking with the same energy that you gave me. But again, nobody likes when a rabbit has a gun. So I'm in this position now, and I still say I try to treat every situation, no matter who, with the same energy or perspective. And the reason why I'm quick to react, and the only reason I'm giving this explanation is for people who might be in the middle and be like, yo, is all the money and whatever getting to act? No, my nigga, I'm still the guy who they would love to pin all the issues of hip-hop on. Remember, they tried to pin the whole Chicago beef or the war on me. Did you watch the Durk interview? Did you hear how Durk talked about that time? Did Durk ever say that? Did you watch when I interviewed G Herbo? The second time I interviewed G Herbo, nigga, I started off that interview because I seen him somewhere else. He said, oh yeah, now act responsible. Nigga, I played that clip immediately. First thing, go watch that G Herbo interview, the second one. Because I needed him to substantiate why he would say that. Scapegoats are always in this industry. And what I've realized is that you could judge a nigga's character by who they try to make the scapegoat. They always try to make the scapegoat the person they think they could pick on. They get upset when I do the big act shit because now I'm about to sun y'all platforms. I'm bigger than all y'all. I'm getting more money than all y'all. What's up? What up? Suck dick. What up? You know everybody? Oh, why you talking like that? Oh, I don't like that tone. Y'all was trying to all just unfairly pin blame on me. But we're at it again. So I seen Fat Joe recently react to this interview, which, by the way, Fat Joe, listen, I don't care what type of podcast or whatever IG live shit you got going on. You not tapped in with current hip hop. You like a Instagram live drink champ shit, my nigga. You're not tapped in with current hip hop. Current hip hop is tapped in with act. Let me just put that out there. Now, I'm not saying that to shit on you because you're an OG and a legend. But I'm here to really just put this in perspective that when y'all pick up y'all random facts and try to create an opinion or try to create a stance, you should be researched when you talk about things. Because and I'm going to give you every response. And I guarantee you're going to be like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So now let me get to what we were talking about. Did the interview with Durk. Where's this shit at? I think it was Hollywood Unlocked that posted. Fat Joe took offense that I asked Lil Durk about Gunna snitching. Bruh, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Y'all not been, listen, with all due respect to Fat Joe, you don't really know what Durk been saying at niggas. You don't know what niggas been saying at him. This interview is a big moment. That's why you tuned in. But all that other subliminal shit, you're not tapped in. You're not tapped into what's really going on. So when I hear your comments, I'm looking at you and I'm like, bro, this is why you got to do the drink champs. Yo, all the elders come together and we're going to just sit here and just give everybody their props. You're a legend. I love you. I think you're extremely funny, but you're not tapped in. If you're going to talk about some shit, don't talk about the guy who you think is the easy scapegoat. Talk about the fucking problem. And this is why I'm saying I'm giving the same energy that I've given to you, to other niggas that have tried to unfairly put me in a crosshair that I'm not in. So now let's talk about it. Let's hear what Fat Joe had to say. Hold on.
Right now, I saw something where Akademiks interviewed Durk, and Lil Durk, who's a rising star king of this time, he made him answer what he thought about Gunna. That's the oldest trick in the book in hip-hop journalism. Now, Durk jumps out and says, yo, I'm not. Now these two people don't like each other for the rest of their life. But this is the type of entrapment, East Coast, West Coast beef, Vibe magazine, Source magazine, shit they've been doing. Here we stay in the light. We want to hear positive things about everybody.
Let's cut that shit short right there. Yo, Fat Joe, you could play this clip. Anybody could play this clip too. I want you to answer these questions because I'll answer yours. I don't know about that Vibe magazine, Source magazine shit. I have a thought about it, but I wasn't there. I wasn't really like prevalent in the space at the moment to really make my own opinion on what they added. The narrative is that they fueled that beef when everybody was saying there was no beef, right? I don't know if there was undertones. I don't know. I can only speak about my situation. So anybody I could clip this, send that to that nigga. I'm going to ask you some questions since you have an opinion about what I did. You said you want to stay in the positivity. This is my problem with all rappers, and this is why a lot of y'all rappers make horrible media personalities. You don't get, whether it's Fat Joe, Ja Rule, it could be Jesus. You don't get to preach and capitalize off sneak dissing, off of subliminal shit that's all enticing. You see, the thing with Fat Joe, he don't realize that the reason why I asked that question about Gunna is because a popular snippet that Lil Durk put out. So let me put you up to speed, Mr. Fat Joe, because you're not that, I keep saying, you're not tapped in. This is reason why, like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all got the mature audience. Good with that. But this is why no kids gonna watch y'all. Because y'all talking about some shit, y'all don't know what's going on. So Lil Durk dropped this, Lil Durk, what was it? Let me see if I can find the song. Okay, here we go. For you to understand why I asked that question, listen, Fat Joe, I know all the rappers who slapped each other behind the scenes, robbed each other. I know a nigga who literally got his chain took by another nigga and had to send that shit back after another nigga got involved. I know all the shit that happened. I'm not bringing this shit to the light. Because honestly, I'm not really here to fuel beef as y'all might think. However, this is the disingenuity of people like you that are former rappers coming to the media space. You can't hype up killing, hype up beef when even the fans, like, nigga, we not from Chicago. We know what the fuck you're talking about. We're not like really in tune with these behind the scenes situations, but these guys are rapping about it, tweeting about it. Why do you think? Why do you blame the media if they ask about it? Listen to the snippet. And by the way, I guess this will be point A that I want Fat Joe to answer to, Mr. Fat Joe. And I'm keeping it respectful. I don't want nobody to say I don't have no respect for my elders because I love Fat Joe in reality. But I do have to just be fair. Fat Joe, the reason why I asked about Gunna, right, is because Lil Durk, who stated when I was speaking about all these other things, he says he hated rats. Now everybody has had whatever questionable stance or they're waiting to see what happened with Gunna. Then Lil Durk dropped this snippet, very viral. Everybody was talking about it.
Who that from BBL? What happened to Virgil? We probably gonna tell. I let him go because Timo ain't selling. Like 7 and Booga no.
Let me play it again. I don't think that Fat Joe has ever seen this in his life. And this is where I come in with other niggas who don't pay attention to hip hop. We're not digging up shit that rappers ain't talking about. He's saying what happened. Let me break it down to Fat Joe. Because again, Fat Joe probably never even heard the song. Fat Joe is out of touch. Like, he don't know what about what. So I'm going to put him in touch. Lil Durk did a song with Gunna. I'm going to click on the song. I don't even need to play it. What Happened to Virgil featuring Gunna. Unprovoked, after these allegations of cooperating, and now I don't want to hear, and I'll make this number 2. Fat Joe, I'm going to tell you why fans and media outlets care about quote-unquote snitching. Because y'all build a false reputation off of being real niggas. So if y'all are selling an identity and an image to kids that y'all are the realest, y'all hate this and third, if information comes about that says you may have not been the person that you have portrayed to be, why the fuck will we not talk about it? Why will we not even have a question about it? This whole thing about positivity. Like, we could just whitewash all these rappers, demonic, gangster, feuding, instigating bars, and just say, oh no, it's positive now. What is Fat Joe talking about? Is Fat Joe like in reality? Fat Joe has to tap in with the current hip hop. You're an OG, but this is why when people hear you talk, they're like, all right, OG. Because you know what they thinking? You don't understand what's going on now. By the way, Fat Joe, I know Fat Joe's career. Fat Joe been in shit himself. We know about I know about the situation. Fat Joe, Papoose, everything's cool now. I'm not trying to dig nothing up. But what I'm trying to say is that when you were tapped into hip hop and when you were tapped into shit, would you say that the media sparked that? Or was it words between y'all and other shit that went on behind the background? Don't blame the media now. Y'all are doing the weak shit. I'm giving you now the information why I would ask this question. Let me play it again. Remember the song? I'm going to show you. Send this to Fat Joe, please. What Happened to Virgil featuring Gunna. It's a hit song. One of my favorite songs by Lil Durk. This is what he says on the snippet.
The girls who that from BBL, what happened to Virgil, we probably gon' tell. I let them go because Timo ain't selling. Like 7 and Buka, no bragging, no milk.
Now, it don't take a genius to tell or make you figure, hey, maybe we should ask him about Gunna. What is his disposition towards that? He's making obvious bars in his music, which, by the way, here's another thing that I don't like that what people like Fat Joe does. Because I always say, my son does this a lot, scared of the rapper. You would never ever say to the rapper, Lil Durk, why you call out Gunna on this record? You ain't from his hood. You would never say that to Lil Durk in your life. You know who you would say that to? Akademiks. Why would you try to instigate beef with these guys? Bro, without me, they're saying it. Without me, they are saying it. It's not like I told Durk to say this, that I can ask him later. He said it. So I need Fat Joe to then tell me, you're saying that as an interviewer in a media outlet, and by the way, let me put you on Durk's career since you're clearly out of the loop. Maybe you only heard All My Life. Man, Durk a whole real nigga out here. Durk dissing niggas every song, flat out. The nigga said it in the interview. He loved baiting street shit. He said it. He said it out of his own mouth. So let me ask you, Fat Joe. Durk has gained a buzz from poking this, poking that, sneak this in here, dissing over here. But I'm supposed to just do the interview and say, hey, could we talk about your spirituality and your religious belief? But which, by the way, was in it. It was in it. Also, let me give you another little clue. Because I said, yo, listen, I want to bring up your charities and shit. I don't want to, I don't want to give too much about how to interview. Bro, they said, no, we don't got to talk about that. So, number one, I knew this interview, people like Fat Joe was going to say, oh, Ak just came to instigate. Bro, it's a Durk and Ak interview. And Ak did War in Chirac. You think Durk didn't know what the fuck he was trying to do? You think Durk didn't have like, okay, I know I'm going to really clear shit up. I'm going to talk about some real shit in this one. This ain't a Breakfast Club interview. You think anybody at the Breakfast Club know what's going on with Durk? They're Googlers. I'm just trying to tell Fat Joe, because of your lack of connection to what's going on now, don't jump to say the media is forcing two people to be against each other, especially when if you were tapped in, you would realize, yo, he's dropping a snippet, and the only well, I ain't gonna lie, the song is fire. Which, by the way, Future is supposed to be on the full version. You know, yeah, I heard Future got a whole solo version of it, which is like you can tell there's an open verse. So I think they're both gonna be on. It's called Obama. I've been playing it at the beginning of my streams. It's fire. Future Obama, it's fire. So this, I guess this was Durk's part. So it's gonna be Future and Durk's song. Now, Fat Joe wouldn't even know that. But why did Durk's version go viral? Durk's version went viral because of the second fucking line. Let me play it again. Somebody help educate Fat Joe. Again, I love that our OG rappers are now becoming podcasters and entertainers. But as you jump into this world, we're not in the 2000s no more. You need to be a little bit more research. It's just like if I was supposed to engage in a conversation or give commentary about Fat Joe in the 2000s, there's a lot of shit I was to say super outsider. If I would be uninformed. I'm telling you, Fat Joe and the other likes of the older rappers that are now podcasting have no idea what the fuck is actually going on. Do your research. It ain't on me because I'm asking the shit that is based off research that fans want to know. So if you're saying that the media, and by the way, let me then put it to this. And I'm going to go on a little tangent too. I'm tired of y'all treating these rappers like they John Morant. They're making the lion's share of the money, yet it's on everybody else to portray them in the best light that they could just keep. These niggas, all of the gangster rappers, and Fat Joe, I mean, some of the shit that you were talking about too coming up, y'all have created y'all wealth and y'all fame off promoting violence, drugs, prostitution, abuse. Y'all have promoted the worst things in society. Let's be very clear. Y'all ain't come in like a bunch of nuns. So now it's the media's job to just make y'all look like saints. No, we want to talk about why people like you. We want to talk about why people are listening to your music. Again, that's why I'm glad podcasts exist, and that's why I'm glad all these mainstream big outlets. It's the reason why a nigga could say I ain't gonna do a Breakfast Club interview, I'm gonna do ACT. I'm glad for that. Not that I have anything against Breakfast Club, I love Breakfast Club, you know Charmaine's my guy. But real conversations could come back. It's just real conversations. How many times, you know why I said this is easily interview of the year? By the way, Durk told me, Durk said, ask everything you've ever wanted to ask. Verbatim, that's what he said. You know when you go to these radio interviews, they give him 50 things you can't ask about. Let's talk about him doing this charity right here. Let's forget that he dissed 20 niggas here. He slapped 5 bitches over here. And also, he just got caught with a bunch of pills, and he been rapping about that he's the main pill supplier for the whole South. Again, that might be an open case, so you probably wouldn't mention that, but still. You get what I mean? Like, again, you have to talk about actual shit. So, again, to people like Fat Joe, and I want to make it very clear, I'm not directly attacking Fat Joe because there's a lot of elderly people in the music business who used to be rappers, which, by the way, they have the utmost credentials in this shit. But you can't give an opinion about the media because you're jaded by what you think happened with The Source and Double XL with the East Coast, West Coast beef. I know things about Durk that I never asked. And I know things like that I've just heard through the grapevines. I didn't ask that. That would have been instigating shit if y'all are finding out for the first time there. I'm asking everything that we've seen on TMZ, everything you've rapped about, everything you claim you've stood for. Let me ask you about things that could either contradict. What's your thoughts on everything? By the way, here's the thing. And this is again to Fat Joe. Why do you think Durk has the audience he has? Why do you think Lil Baby has the audience he has? Why do you think NBA Youngboy has the audience he has? They fully believe these guys. They believe in all of these things that sometimes isn't the best principles or morals, but they believe these guys. That's what they want to hear if these guys actually stand for it beyond the music. That's what they want to hear. All this positivity shit, of course we want to talk about positivity stuff, but you're acting like the media is the negative entity in all this when these niggas built their careers of violence. Fat Joe, get a grip. Please, get a grip. Respectfully, get a grip. If you're going to speak about the media, because as I said, that's some Mysore shit and I dislike that nigga. The media at times is wrong. I'm not sitting here and saying the media ain't wrong. But if you can't point at both people saying, you know what? You know what you should have said? And if Fat Joe had said this, I would have respected it so much. If Fat Joe had said, Lil Durk, in this point of your career, why do you even give a fuck about snitches? Why do you give a fuck about some of this stuff? You're a superstar now. You should be elevating. We heard the song. Let's all go to positivity. Don't don't mock no niggas' deaths. Don't promote street shit no more. Just promote positivity. And then in tune he says, in Akademiks, Durk is beyond that street shit now. Why are you trying to drag him back there? I guarantee somebody play this song for Fat Joe, and if you don't know what this means, we could end the conversation there because we're not even talking the same language.
Man scream, they gotta turn the sound on. Fuck what it seem, I'm going off what I seen, bitch, get a pound on. Well, I'm 19, he bring on my brother in school, they knock his boys, he pedophile. On my gun, I won I seen Lil
None of these guys. Hey, Ak, why would you ask him about that? There's a whole song like plays. A nigga probably mad like, yo, wait, why'd you ask him about Quando Rondo? Like, yo, bro, you spiking the beef. He has a whole song.
He say no, I think he let a hoe get him. He say no, I say let's go to.
They say nothing to Durk. Nigga, Durk will tell these niggas to suck dick. Like, yo, Durk ain't about to sit here and because you know what it is? They've all been in beef. Yo, Fat Joe was at it with mad niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Nobody was gonna check Fat Joe when he's into it with mad niggas. Say, no, Fat Joe, you need to. So again, that's why I keep coming back to the reason why I gotta defend myself is because y'all don't talk about the rappers. Cause I know you say to Durk that shit, you know what Durk gonna say to you? Maybe not even actually probably nice because you're a legend. But exactly what he said to me in the interview. Because I asked about, maybe I can squash it. Like, let's have some peace. You know, he said, man, somebody die about this shit. Nigga, the fuck you talking about? But again, when you ask why I ask about it, that's the content for the music. It's not like, okay, there's some real shit happening and he's not rapping about it. He's not talking about it. He's rapping about it. He's talking about it. All right, people. As we continue, I just wanted to address that real quick because, by the way, I didn't see too many people who had any extreme reactions to it. But I seen one blog post that, and I had to make sure that's addressed before people could even give it any legs. Fat Joe is not tapped in with the current day hip hop at all. If he don't know why I asked that, if he think that was just random, Fat Joe don't know east from west and north from south. And it's okay. He don't need to know because he has a legendary career. But let's hear about how you made Make It Rain and all them other songs. Let's not hear your commentary on Durk, because Durk's whole rollout, Almost Healed, is based on a lot of trauma, which we might have really got to in the interview too. But it's also based on current situations, and it's based on why he's still dissing niggas, and also why he's still involved in all this shit. Just putting it out there. Okay. Enough of that. Let's have to address him. I think I addressed Fat Joe really, really respectfully. It's very important that people realize that I'm not disrespectful to elders or nothing like that. I'm gonna always respond to anybody who makes me a scapegoat. I don't care who it is. If my mama says I'm a scapegoat, I'm gonna respond, because those people usually lack context. And if I allow you to lack context and say all type of these things, you brainwash other people to say, oh, this is the only guy who's this purveyor of death and purveyor of beef. Do you get what I mean? Which that's just not true. It's okay, I'll leave it at that. Anyway, in other good news, I will say though, we do have Lil Durk's first week sales projections coming in. If you guys don't know, Lil Durk is on pace to sell 150,000 records first week, which would be actually a record for him. His last record sold about 120. And I have to say that this was impressive. If you ask me where the line was going to be for Lil Durk, I would have said about 140 to 150. So to see him being even hovering around that top end of that, which is 150, I think it's impressive. I'm going to give a big up to Durk that people might not understand. And well, I think most people understand, but I hate when I'm giving the comparison, because then people start thinking I'm like creating problems. But it's easy to juxtapose his music to Young Boy's music, and I love both. Like, I started off my stream today by playing "Bitch Let's Do It." That song's fire. Like, I love that song. Whether or not me and him are on the same page, what Durk did on Almost Healed, and I see some people judging it, Durk made an album. And I know the current younger generation and younger audience that are listening to these guys don't understand having a conceptual album, because for them, it's all about what's on TikTok, what you could dance to, or what these bite-sized clips are. But if you listen to Almost Healed, it literally starts out with Alicia Keys, and it basically almost evolves into like a therapy session, and it kind of sculpts the type of music that could be on that project. Now, granted, I think some people might like different versions of Durk, like we like different versions of everybody. Like some people like the rapping version of Drake. Some people like the singing version. I think a lot of people who I like to call the internet fluff, like they're super fans, but like they don't necessarily care about his growth. They just want to hear him diss people. So of course they like War Again, because they're like, no, they love that. They love that, right? They love anything that's dissing. They love when he's on that No Auto Durk, but they're more on a one-by-one song basis. What I've realized that Durk has done, and I think he did this to the best as he's ever done, is Durk became an album artist with this one. Yes, he did have some bullshit on it, in terms of he gonna give you what you want. Like, yeah, he'll diss a couple niggas. But it wasn't a bunch of disses. It was much more curated to be a process that you could see an individual that, whether you believe it or not, was attempting to heal. I thought that was important because when he dropped All My Life, I said it on Twitter. I said, this is why, and I seen there was a Youngboy fan page that at me today. They were like, "Oh, this," I can't remember what it was, but it was they were blaming me for something. They're like, "Oh, it was the act that started back up," and I was like, "Okay, whether right or wrong, I literally said that they didn't have beef, and the nigga got mad, saying, no, we do have beef." You know what I mean? So again, fine, whatever that is, but I understand why Durk wasn't focusing constantly on the beef with Youngboy. This album is an album that it's like a Drake album in a sense where Drake has to deal with 15 fan bases. Now, Durk might only have 3 fan bases or 4 fan bases to deal with. He dissed people a little bit, but he made songs a lot. If you ask me, this album is for consideration by the Grammy. This album is consideration by these higher entities that could acknowledge art, but art that seems to be presented in a right way. This looks like an attempt at when 21 Savage did I Am Greater Than I Was. Do you get what I mean? And I mean, if you listen back to the interview, a lot of these things are teased. I didn't know that at the time because I didn't listen to the album at the time, before the interview. He said, I could just make something where I'm dissing people or dissing everybody. He carefully made it that, there are some disses, obviously, but there's a lot of different records to kind of showcase a conceptual thing that you could probably grasp onto. Now, again, I'm not trying to make this a Youngboy versus Durk thing. I do think that Youngboy has to get to that level. Youngboy drops a collection of songs that aren't curated, if you ask me. They're not curated. Like the Bitch Let's Do It song is fire. But just having a theme around an album, just like how, which I was mad at Drake about I think the theme didn't connect on Certified Lover Boy. If the theme had connected, that shit could have been, like everything we thought it was. But the difference between releasing a song versus an album is an album should have a theme. An album should have a purpose. An album shouldn't be the last 15 songs you recorded. It should be, hey, the theme is almost healed. I'm going to show a little bit of my trauma. I'm going to show a little bit of my growth. I'm going to show a little bit of sometimes how I backslide. And I'm going to be vulnerable enough to show people how I've been dealing with things. I think this was a good attempt at creating an album. Now, again, if you just want to hear Aha Durk, this ain't the thing. You got to catch that on one of the mixtapes he's going to be dropping. This, to me, is an album that is for consideration for a higher entity. This is why when I went back, or when I said, and I saw this, I saw him setting this up. This is why when I said, again, I wasn't saying this to incite nobody when I said him and Youngboy didn't have beef. I just said, which again, I still take responsibility for me not saying it right. I was just trying to say all of the things you're seeing on social media, it's not him responding to Youngboy. He's kind of been past that. He's been setting up this move. And this move ain't possible if it's a Youngboy versus him atmosphere. He has to make it about, I'm from Chicago. I went through a lot. My brother got killed. Vaughn got killed. The city's been through a lot. They look up to me. Shit, I could be a change, but I'm not perfect. Remember where Lil Baby was? Which, by the way, that was part of their Grammy type of push. Remember when they were trying to push My Turn for Grammy consideration? What they did was they even included, especially in the deluxe, it's bigger than black and white. It's a problem of change, right? You saw Baby, who's a hood nigga, almost kind of showcase a conscious side of himself that otherwise you would have never seen. Again, this is my interpretation. You're watching Durk try to do an iteration of 21 Savage, I Am Greater Than I Was, mixed with not Emotionally Scarred, that was a hit song on the joint, but My Turn. So this was more for Grammy consideration. Now, I think the sales are phenomenal, and I'll say this one further. I know every artist likes to say they don't give a fuck about sales. Now, I'm going to call cap on that. The reason why I'm going to call cap on that, and let me not call cap completely, because they might not give a fuck about first week sales. But sales matter because when you are negotiating, and I don't know if it's sprinkled in there, I didn't like directly kind of get it out of Durk, pause. But Durk was also talking about a new huge deal he just got. A big deal. He kept saying it, but he indirectly was saying it. Let me tell you how this is a business at the end of the day. If you continually want to re-up and get bigger bags, you need to have numbers to support that. You can't flop, but be like, oh no, like there's 5 people that like my music and I should, no. Obviously, I'm not talking to any specific artist. I'm just saying in general. So every artist these days like to act like they don't care about numbers. Numbers matter. It's the reason why you're getting your new deal. It's the reason why your numbers is going up. So what's my overview of this number? For me to judge the album, whether like classic, this and that, I was trolling, by the way. I posted under like his, because YoungBoy fans are in their feelings. So, YoungBoy fans, y'all are the easiest niggas to manipulate to use for sales. Like, get y'all mad, y'all would just click on it to stream just to dislike. When they pay out, they don't care if you disliked it, talk shit about it afterwards. Did you hear it or not, nigga? Like, I'm telling you, it's like controlling. It's like puppets. It's like, okay, say this, they get mad. It's like you just control them. You know what I mean? They're like, no, yeah, listen, but I only listen to say, why be better? Okay. All right. So, I really don't have a full opinion on how good this album is. I enjoyed 7220 thoroughly. I thought that was a really dope album. It's going to take me some time to really get into everything on this album. But I do like conceptually how he rolled out the theme. He rolled out the theme better than I thought Drake rolled out the theme of Certified Lover Boy. Which, yes, Drake's a bigger artist, but Drake made, when you hear Certified Lover Boy, just like when we hear Almost Healed, we feel, we almost get a sense of the type of music or the type of content that should be on there. Almost Healed. Oh, what are you almost healed from? You got some trauma. You got this going on. Maybe you got that going on. Shit. Tell us some shit you've been through. Like shit, like, I didn't even see the video before I interviewed him, but look, bro, in the video, he has a tear coming down his face. When have we ever seen Durk even seem emotional? You get what I mean? I asked him in an interview, I said, bro, do you mourn? So I think in the Almost Healed conceptual idea, you have to show people that you are human. You have to be vulnerable. You got to show people that, yo, your father was taken from you and that hurt you. I thought it was a good put together concept. So I won't judge the full project yet in terms of hot or how hot it is, whatever. But I said conceptually, he nailed it. Nailed it conceptually. Second of all, I think he showed a lot of artists. And obviously artists like Drake won't take note because it's Drake. But I'm going to be honest with you. He showed people how to roll out an album. Bro, you kind of have to be active in promoting your own music. Now, some of the things, I'm not saying he's reinventing the wheel. I'm just saying he's doing it cohesively and he's making the right strategic move. There's such a thing. The majority of rappers don't roll out their albums no more because they feel like when they do it, they lose their edge. They don't want to be whores, right? They feel they got to go do 10 interviews, give 15 DJs drops, show up and do a promotional concert here. They're all over the place, and they've built up this whole antisocial, I'm too cool to talk shit. They feel like if they promote it too much, they're going to lose that. I don't think Durk lost that. Durk strategically said, fuck, how could this work? Almost healed. If I'm talking about trauma, I'm going way back. Shit, like, oh, let me do an interview. I'm gonna do one interview. Let me do it with Ak. All right, bet. Cool. Let me lead with a single. By the way, this is like normal for like how people used to put out music, but it felt like Durk, this was like Durk doing some new shit. And which I think was kind of genius. He was like, okay, let me just trick these fools and tell them the album's coming this Friday when it's only the single with me and J. Cole. Okay. The single goes number 2. Once that single went number 2, it was impossible for Durk to sell under 110. Impossible. Because if you look at the equivalent units that single generated from an album perspective, it was going to, like, even if the other songs, as long as he had 14 songs on it, even if they did marginal numbers, he would have done at least 110 just because of that song. What does that tell you? All this shit about every artist thinking they're too cool to drop a single. They just want to show up and be like, yo, my album's coming out tonight. All right, cool. So don't get mad when we say you flopped. Promote a single. Hype it up. Make a thing around it. That single, if it's successful like how his single, All My Life with J. Cole is successful, it's going to sell the album. So classic traditional promotion, that's part of the game. I see fan bases arguing this dumb point. Well, we can't compare it to this guy's album because he didn't promote it. Nigga, who the fuck fault is that? Do you hear yourself? Well, he just didn't promote it though. Somebody said, why YB got a $60 million deal if he don't got the numbers? I wasn't speaking about YB, but I'll address that. 100%, I guarantee this is how YB is going to be profitable. He's definitely going to be profitable over at Capitol. He's going to do the same thing that happened over Atlantic, except he just won't drop 22 projects when he was only expected to drop 5. You get what I mean? But because he doesn't do traditional rollouts, and I think that's his way of doing shit, he's gonna, like, how many projects has he dropped since he's gotten on that label? You tell me, count it up for me. He dropped Don't Try This at Home, Richest Op, how many? Wait, name the albums. No, oh my God. Oh, I rest my case. Here's the thing. YoungBoy doesn't mind giving 2 to 3 albums where the numbers put together is going to look really good. He's not at that place in his career, and maybe he'll get there later, right? Where he says, yo, I signed a 4-album deal for $30 million. I'm not giving you one more fucking project than 4. I guarantee 100% the amount of albums he's about to drop by the end of this year. So all right, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question. Who's winning? This is hypothetical. I'm not saying these numbers are real. I want to say it again. This is hypothetical. I am not saying these numbers are real. Who's winning to you? Let's say YoungBoy got a $60 million deal. But for him to complete it, he's going to drop 15 albums. Durk gets a $40 million deal. And for him to complete it, he has to drop 5 albums. Who's winning? You tell me. Just tell me. Because it's all perspective. Somebody said, who cares? They're both getting paid. You're right. You're right with that. They're both getting paid lovely. And I think they're working the game how they both know how to work it. I think YoungBoy at some point started saying to himself, bro, I'm never going to get, which by the way, I still think is his choice. Like this whole thing that where he's like, oh, everybody hates me. No, my nigga, like you're antisocial. You left niggas in studios. You're telling niggas to suck your dick. You're telling niggas to don't call your phone. You're the one telling people you don't want friends. It's not like, obviously if you're talking about people who are really close with Durk, of course they're not going to fuck with you. Bro, like you've never taken the chance once you got hot to make friends and to have industry friends. Durk has a lot of industry friends. You can't knock him for doing that. Like, that's just your personality versus his. Your shit is, I'm going to just stay over there and just keep making music by myself and I don't fuck with nobody, fuck y'all niggas, and I'm going to just say fuck the industry. Durk is like, well, shit, when I was counted out, I was tapped in with him and I spent some time with him and I network with him. We can't blame Durk. However, they're both getting paid lovely, but here's the thing. So let's say for YoungBoy, I think YoungBoy says, I have a fan base that no matter what, I'll always sell 40,000 records. Now, obviously, if he doesn't drop for a while and whatever, and he got to drop a single. He'll never hit 100K until he got like a single that niggas could listen to, and not just his fans, because the bitch Let's Do is fire, but ain't nobody listening to that but his fans. Like I got to tell y'all the truth. I think his thing is, well, let me just use that 40K fan base and just drop as much music as I can. Because if I drop 10 projects and they all sell 40K for the first week, that's like me selling 400,000 for the first week. Other artists are going to drop 1 project for the year or 2 projects. And maybe their 2 projects combined first week. And by the way, I'm only using first week because it extrapolates out. Maybe their two projects combined first week goes 150. So my 10 projects did 400. They dropped 2, we did 150. But for the year, who won? I did 400, they did 150. That's his strategy. I'm not knocking the strategy. I'm not knocking the strategy with that, to be honest. Somebody says, who has more plaques? You can't use that. Y'all be using some metrics that just sound stupid to me. The guy who drops 10 times more songs than everybody else is going to have more plaques. You do understand that, right? You have more opportunities to go gold. YoungBoy drops 10 times the music of any artist in hip hop. 10 times. He should have 10 times the plaques. Hold on. Here we go. Is it this? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. I'm about to pull something up for y'all. Here we go. I'm gonna pull something up for y'all. Again, by the way, I'm not trying to say one is better than the other, man. Bro, everybody has their own way of doing things. Put it like this. Just the way YoungBoy drops music, unless he's getting $50 million half a year, every year, like he's going to drop 3 projects. He's going to drop 6 projects at least by the end of the year, right? That's Durk's entire new deal. That's Savage's whole new deal. That's Baby's new deal. You get what I mean? It's easy to when you're dropping so much music and the label is still have a chance to pick and choose what they want to count, because they'll tell you, hey, we don't need another project, but you want to keep hot or you want to keep providing to your fan base, so you drop it anyway. That's on you. Lil Baby got like a $60 million contract too. But Lil Baby ain't dropping more albums than that contract says. Facts. He dropped this last one. If he does drop a tape, there's been rumblings that he gonna drop a tape. That's counting. He not dropping 5 tapes. He ain't dropping 20 tapes. He ain't doing 5 collab albums. No. He dropping that tape, another album, then one more album, then give him another 60 million, or you're not seen from that nigga again. Period. This is the reality of the situation. Now, granted, I'm going to also, just because I know some of y'all ain't that musically, like music business in tune, I'm going to give a counter to my own argument. Now, dropping more music, does it help an artist? Actually, it does, right? I'm going to tell you how it does. Because now, YoungBoy's building a catalog. Whatever his percentage ownership of his previous catalog, reportedly that 60 M's had a portion of that there. So that 60 M's ain't just for the deal, right? Like, I don't know if I ever told y'all, the real numbers, at least from what niggas and Capital have been saying, they said Kodak really got 20, YoungBoy got 30, but it really looks like 60 because he sold his catalog too. And he sold what little he owned of the catalog, because Atlantic owns the majority of it. So he did what Future and everybody did. So he sold his catalog too. But who cares when he's about to make 59 songs and 59 albums, he about to get another catalog. So that's where I would then say making more music helps, because just like Future, I think Future is going to drop maybe once, at least once, if not twice this year. He's about to build up a new catalog. He just sold his last shit for $75 million. And then this last one, what was this last album called? That's a new catalog. So it takes about, I think they say about like either 7 years, 7 projects for your catalog to be seen as, okay, now you can sell it again. There's a lot of people in the market of buying. Do you get what I'm saying? Yo, Blazing Chula, what are you talking about? She says, Durk has pretty privilege. Yo, Blazing Chula, I think you're off a beam. By the way, she's one of our chat queens here, but listen to what she's saying. She says, Durk has pretty privilege. First of all, I've never heard about men having pretty privilege, okay? But okay. She says he's fine as fuck, so more women support him. I would probably say they have decently equal support when it comes to women. I think a lot of the ratchet bitch population is high, and they all love YoungBoy. I swear. They love YoungBoy like it's a religion. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah, maybe them chicks who think they want to be Ari or like India, maybe they love Durk, right? Because, you know, Durk proposed to India and everything. But no, the ratchet bitch population, which is so heavy, they love YoungBoy like, yo, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I think YoungBoy might have, again, just more females just off the ratchet bitch population is crazy, dog. And you know ratchets, they don't die, they multiply. They're like roaches. They don't go nowhere. Put it like this. I remember YoungBoy's producer, right? I think his name is Jacob or something like that. No, it's engineer. I forgot what his name is. Is it Jacob or something? Something with a J. Anyway, the nigga posted that YoungBoy was trying to get a sex slave I kid you not. Let me see if I can find it. Young boy sex slave. I kid you not. Wait, this is a wild ass Google. NBA young boy sex slave. Wait, nobody wrote about this? Or maybe he didn't say sex slave, but he said slave. He said slave. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Nobody covered it? No. Why did nobody cover it? No, they're only talking about the young boy shit. NBA young boy. His engineer posted on the gram, bro. I'm telling you. All right, man. Y'all gonna have to just take my word for it. I like to. All right, whatever. Anyway, they put out something that young boy and I guess his missus wanted to have, like, they wanted to recruit like a slave, like, which is, I guess, is a woman who just kind of does what his girl and he wanted them to do. And if you see the amount of girls on that shit, just saying, yo, take my soul. Like, I'm telling you, like, young boy has an amazing amount of female fans. I don't think that Durk, whatever pretty privileged shit you're talking about, is hurting young boy. Young boy has a lot of female fans. Trust me. Somebody said you can't be saying these stuff without no receipts. Oh my God. Wait, Chris James, young boy. Yo, y'all never seen this shit? Oh my God. Fuck. Wait, hold on. Let me find it on this computer. Young boy. Maybe his sister posted it. I don't know who posted it. It was it was his producer, bro. Somebody said go to my page, but I gotta scroll all the way up. By the way, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just, the only point I'm trying to make is that he has a lot of women who like him. You know what I mean? So, like, I guess Blazing Chula was making the point. Somebody said Jason said it. Tell me what I need to search. Somebody said, V-Lone Rich, thank you for saying that. He says, men can't have pretty privilege. Hey, to Blazing Chula, I'll say this. I don't think Durk has pretty privilege, if whatever, it's a thing. I would say to you, though, I think if there is something as pretty privilege for men, it's actually a negative. Have you ever seen, what's this guy's name? Dave East. Look, let me see. Dave East, look, he says, because women find him good looking, he feels it's actually held him back a bit.
Okay, guys, so check
Here we go.
this out. Harlem's own Dave East has had a tough journey on his way to notoriety, but he says having the privilege of being a handsome fellow might have made his hardships a lot smoother. At a benefit show for Hoodies for the Homeless,
Okay, well,
at Irving Homeless, he said, I had slept in cars for a minute. The attractiveness to having an easier time in the streets than most. I am not going to lie. My looks helped me, he added. I stayed with a couple of girls. He said, I lived in one of those motels.
No, he's talking about girls helping him. I'm talking about, like, because if dudes have quote unquote pretty privilege, like niggas gonna look at him and be like, yo, let me see if I can find it. Dave East. I don't even want to type some of these words in. Heard him. Let me see. Am I just making all this shit up? I know I'm not making all this shit up. Hold on, I'm gonna find it because y'all gonna think I'm just capping. And I think most of y'all have seen this stuff because I know y'all are into hip hop just like me. Put like this. Dave East. What is it? Like they titled a fucking article. They say Dave East is not just a pretty face. The reason why, and I've heard him like use this as an excuse, saying, yo, people sometimes don't take his music that serious because he believes he's attractive. You know what I mean? Like, look, nigga, like imagine like your favorite gangster rapper. They're just talking about how he looks. He's 6'5". More than that, he's attractive. Like, this gotta be a girl that wrote this shit. Like, who the fuck cares? Look, he's the subject of passionate blogs declaring him the sexiest rappers. But here's the thing. This is why most of his audience happens to just be females, not dudes. I'm gonna just move on. Somebody said, I'm not saying that. Blazing Jules said, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it helped him over YB. Yo, let me tell you this. Women, and I know I'm speaking to you and you're a woman, so I don't want to just kind of disregard your point of view. But a lot of women, from my experience, they look at dudes and the gangster dude is attractive to them. Like the NBA young boy, I don't know if he's considered attractive or not attractive in just raw women's circles, but they are attracted to niggas who seem like gangsters. Like, how many chicks that young boy done? Well, I mean, they're regular girls, but still. All right, I'm gonna just stop talking about that. Hold on. I knew I wasn't fucking crazy, dog. This is it right here. NBA young boys looking for a side chick or a maid. Like, yeah, y'all niggas act like I was crazy. NBA is looking for a side chick or a maid for him and his baby mama, and who's up for it? Look, this is what they posted on Instagram. They said, attention, read clear. Me and mines need a bitch, a servant. Oh yeah, that's what they use. Servant, not slave. A servant. If you have my number, please text me. I'm serious. Then, I don't know what that is. Don't be scared. Baby, do as you are told. Hold on, my man. Baby, do as you are told and you won't be sold. I promise to rain you with diamonds, fancy things, and clothes. Don't pay attention to outspoken nonsense from outside hoes or even blinded by the things from as a child you was told. We can make the rules. Call me baby. Text me. I love you. Obviously, the K, you see, comes from K. I'm guessing that's Kentra. Bruh, I think this women love him. Fuck. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. Women love him. So, like, I'm somebody said, it's lyrics. Well, if it's lyrics, man, yo, y'all are wildin', man. That's not no fucking lyrics, nigga. It's not no lyrics, dog. As I said, women love YoungBoy, women love Durk. There is no advantages there. There is an advantage. I do think that Durk has, but yo, if being friendly. Here's the thing. I don't even know why YoungBoy dissed Durk. No, not Durk, but J. Cole. You could have had a song with J. Cole before Durk. You know what I mean? It's like, again, you can't say you don't want friends and fuck everybody and then be mad that nobody wants to be friends with you. It is what it is. All right. We should probably move on from all this. Like, I think I gave a pretty decent opinion on the Durk shit. In terms of the album, there's a bunch of other things I definitely do want to address. Now, Blazing Chula says both are handsome. I mean, Durk's fan base is women who keep him afloat even when he fell off. Now it got bigger because he ages very handsomely. What? I think maybe because I'm a guy. Yo, niggas is ugly to me. Fawn was an ugly motherfucker. This nigga looked like the villain out of a Spider-Man movie. He's ugly as shit to me too. Durk is an ugly nigga to me, but I'm a nigga. Like, it would be concerning if I was like, oh my God, this guy's attractive. Like, this the fuck? Like, Durk is a... Look. Durk's one ugly nigga to me too, man. Like, this is... I don't know why I like looking up the Durk eyes picture. Oh, shit, by the way, I didn't realize this is kind of how the fucking cover looks right here. Man, Durk one ugly nigga to me, man. I kid you fucking not, bro. But every nigga ugly to me. All these niggas ugly. Women just be making shit up. Told my niggas attractive. Fuck out of here. Like, all of these niggas look a little weird, man. Everybody weird. I'll tell you, listen, Blazing Chula, let me tell you what you're not really trying to admit. And I do think this is an advantage for Durk. Just like it's an advantage for Moneybagg Yo. Durk has a really high profile relationships, and women love when they see a guy treating a woman that they know really well, and they now feel like they want themselves a Durk. They want to find their Durk. Maybe not now because they've been on rocky terms, but that's what a lot of people are thinking. When Durk proposed to his girl, every woman was thinking, oh, I need to find me a Durk. It's not attractiveness. Women look at all these niggas like just bags. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about his girl particularly. I'm talking about the outside world. That's not, the fan base don't like Durk because he looks good. They like him because they see him with a famous girl that they feel like he's doing right by. You know what I mean? So they're like, oh, hey, we love you. It's kind of like Blueface. Blueface, have you seen what Blueface been saying recently? Blueface just finally came back around, and maybe this is a way to transition off of this topic. Blueface just finally came back around and just admitted what I said. Because I told Blueface the truth months ago. I said the fan base you used to have as music has left. What's actually happened now is that the people you think are your fans who are tuning into you, they're tuning into you because they're fans of you being with their favorite female influencer. But then it's a love-hate relationship. Because when you think you popping your shit and you being egotistical, they're telling you, shut the fuck up, nigga. You better treat her right. Krishan do better. She deserves better than you. So after a while, Blueface realized you're a man without a country. You're a man without a home. You don't have a back-in from people who really care about you. They care about your girl. And that's what happens when anybody's in a high-profile relationship. So when y'all talk about attractiveness, again, you know, I'm a guy, so it's like, to me, Blueface is one ugly motherfucker too. Like, all these niggas is ugly to me. You get what I mean? But like, I don't find men attractive. I'm not one of these like new like Lil Nas X type of niggas. So again, I think women are attracted to relationship men more than they're attracted to niggas who are just slanging dick. You get what I mean? They see Blueface in a relationship with somebody they know. Oh, okay, we're going to be invested in it. What does that mean? You're going to have to be invested in Blueface too because he's part of the relationship. Moneybagg Yo, you got to be invested in Moneybagg Yo as well because he's part of the relationship. Lil Baby to a certain extent. Lil Baby has a large female following because they always want to know if he told about Jada or whatever the case is, right? Same with motherfucking Durk. That's what I think. Somebody says, Blazing Chula says, oh my God. She says, Durk had 6 kids, same age, different mothers. He ain't shit and not relationship goals. Yeah, the nigga just don't pull out. But what I'm saying is that women love, put it like this, in a very weird way, right? Imagine if I was to ever get in a relationship with like Selena. It wouldn't happen. I've never been in one where it would never happen. I would probably lose my male audience because they would be like, nah, this shit weird, acting different. Yo, this is kind of whack. Like, he ain't the same person I was rocking with no more. He's over here just doing relationship shit. We want him to do this, right? So y'all stop fucking with me. You know who would start liking me? A bunch of women. Do you get what I mean? And I don't think I'm that attractive. I don't think I'm attractive at all. Right? But it would be a bunch of women liking me because I'm with a girl that they're rooting for. You know why? They're thinking in their mind, shit, well, I hope I get me a rich nigga too, or I hope I get me an academic, whatever the case is. That's what I'm saying, that what you're calling this attractiveness, right? Because, again, I wish I had a woman here to kind of just like rank who she thinks the most attractive dudes are. Not all of them have a rabid fan base by females. That rabid fan base comes usually off relationships. I hope that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Somebody says, Randy Watson, thank you for the odd comment. He said, why do you think, he said, do you think it's weird that women idolize rappers' baby mamas? No, because it happens everywhere. I think it's more vocal now because it's vocal for rappers because those people could become influencers. Like, for example, the reason why Basketball Wives, you do know like Love and Hip Hop was the sister program to Basketball Wives. And Love and Hip Hop has spawned Baddies and all these other, you know, kind of, it spawned all of these, like wings or branches off of what Love and Hip Hop is. Basketball Wives stopped there. You know why? If you're a basketball wife, the more you talk, you fuck up the money. That's why it's always a bunch of side chicks on Basketball Wives and never the actual wives. There ain't no wives on Basketball Wives or no girlfriends. Because nobody gives a fuck about what, like if you're talking about, for example, I seen somebody posted, they were like, have you seen this picture? Let me see. And by the way, I'm all over the place, so forgive me, but you know I haven't streamed for a while and I missed y'all so much. What is this? I seen them post it recently. Oh my God, fuck. Give me a second. Wait, can I find the fucking picture? Okay, I'm not trying to accidentally like throw some porn up here, but oh wait, is it this? Okay. Make sure there's no porn in the fucking comment section. Okay, good. Have y'all seen this on Twitter recently? People just said Jamal Murray's wife. I think this has been his wife, and it's like, yo, she won. Or he said he won at life, right? Yeah, she's a little bad little blonde white girl. Here's the thing. In the NBA, I don't even want to hear her voice. We shouldn't hear her. Be seen and not heard. Shut the fuck up. He got the big salary. Stay with him and do your job. Obviously, you know, she was a little viral because, you know, she was caught, you know, giving him the sloppy toppy, which allegedly he posted on the story accidentally, which was crazy. But still, when it comes to in rap, these women see a potential to be personalities. Like, if he got eliminated or he didn't make it to the playoffs, we wouldn't give a fuck. Matter of fact, here's the thing with NBA players or like sports stars in general, unless you're like LeBron. if you're not in the, like, a nigga who's on the motherfucking Minnesota Timberwolves, we don't give a fuck what he tweets out right now. Bro, we only care about you when we're watching you on the court. So it's an extension of what we're going to care about from your girlfriend, right? Now, when it comes to rappers, we care about a rapper's lifestyle. And a lot of times, fans, what social media has done, it makes us yearn to find out what is that person like beyond motherfucking what you consume already. So that gets eaten up by a bunch of women who they themselves put themselves in the place of the woman. Because, again, what is social media other than living through either the hopes and dreams of other people's or living in fantasies or kind of like sometimes like brainwashing yourself to make your miseries and your situation in life just kind of go away. You ever had a tough time, like, and women do this a lot. They going through some shit, they'll watch somebody else's drama and to forget about their drama. So they kind of start like reacting towards these females that are with rappers as opposed to like basketball players, because we don't give a fuck what these bitches say. You know what I mean? Like, again, we don't even give a fuck what Jamal Murray says. If Jamal Murray just tweets out right now, the Durk album's hot, shut the fuck up, nigga. Jokic carrying you. Like, we don't even give a fuck what he talk about other than Denver Nuggets shit, right? And he on Denver Nuggets, right? That's the point I'm trying to say. In rap, it's different, and women have latched on to the baby mama narrative because unfortunately, this is going to make a lot of people upset. And I hope they don't kind of quote this and just try to act like I'm just picking on a lot of people, and I won't say no race, but a lot of women that are interested in hip hop are baby mamas. I don't care what race they are. They're baby mamas. They don't got the father locked up, the father dead, or the father just got some other bitches pregnant. So they're baby mamas. So you know what baby mamas like to do to make themselves feel good with being baby mamas? Because nobody at the age of 7 wants to be a baby mama with your baby father fucking on 10 other girls and dogging you out or not even giving a fuck about you. They link up with other baby mamas. So that's why you see like the Shade Room is so popular from this whole baby mama phenomenon. It's a hip hop thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, granted, for anybody else, does baby mamas exist in other areas whether we're talking about sports, politics? Duh. But I don't see all the baby mamas who are focused on. I don't see all the baby mamas of that love rock music go to find Kid Rock's baby mama to be like, let's root for her. I don't see it. It only happens with motherfucking hip hop. Oh, okay. We all got pregnant by a hood nigga out of Chicago. All right, let's just like G Herbo's baby mama for no fucking reason. I don't know why the fuck they do that. To the point where they care about the baby mama more than they care about the artist. That's one thing won't happen with sports. We won't care about, no disrespect, I gotta say this calmly, we don't care about Savannah James more than we care about LeBron. We care about Savannah James if she talking about LeBron. Or she's saying something that we could be like, oh, that gives us insight about LeBron. But if she says, hey, everybody, my favorite color is blue. So? Why the fuck would we care? All right. By the way, Savannah James, amazing baby mama. Not baby mama. Whoa, pause. She's an amazing wife. I have to give her the ultimate kudos. You know me, I've gone through my fair share of relationship drama. And obviously, maybe me and LeBron ain't the same in how we operate or how we act in a relationship. But one thing I can say about Savannah James, and there's a lot of rumors that's floating around that really never made it to the light, but trust me, people in the industry talk. Savannah James has never once came out and embarrassed LeBron James, ever. No matter how she feels, no matter how whatever's went on with them, and every couples have problems, to see a woman who could just hold it in the sense of saying, yo, not only will this pass, but we are building something bigger than me coming out to try to expose this nigga. We live in the exposal era. You know what I mean? So I look at somebody like Savannah James and I'm like, I don't think they make him like that no more. You feel me? Like, shit. Every 20 seconds I'm reading about some shit of somebody getting exposed. Like, people been sending me some shit about Sauce Walka getting exposed, and hold on. Oh shit. Oh yeah, people been sending me some shit about Sauce Walka getting exposed. Like, the funny thing about Sauce Walka getting exposed is that Sauce Walka, the girl exposing Sauce Walka, has his child in her belly. So, obviously, again, I'm not trying to sit here and like say it's okay if, like, say there's a situation where a woman feels any type of way. I don't want to say fucking feelings on some like fresh and fit shit, but that kid that will be born in that situation will always see the fact that you have exposed her father, and now you've painted her father in the public light as this abuser, as this blah, 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 blah. Like, it looks crazy. I don't really want to pull it up unless you want me to talk about it. Should I touch on it? Should I touch on it? I could touch on it. But, like, it looks horrible. Like, she's painted, and again, she's having a child with him. You know what I mean? And that's when I kind of realized, I'm like, yo, you gotta, like, somebody like Savannah James, you have to have the utmost respect for, because I'm telling you, LeBron, if he's not the greatest NBA player, is the greatest family man. At least from what we see. They don't argue. They don't fight. They don't have no scandals. There's no problem. Even Jay-Z was like slanging some cock on Beyonce. Savannah James has never, ever let us know. She don't even subtweet. Savannah James, a woman can't control herself, but to start liking posts, dissing the nigga she's with, or exposing the nigga, because that's the nature of women. Savannah James has never given us a hint, a iota of thought to say LeBron's a fuck nigga. And that's a woman where that's beyond a queen, because I guarantee she deals with a lot. You're dealing with the most famous man, the most famous athlete in North America. I'm going to say North America because I ain't going to lie. That nigga Lionel Messi on some other shit. Like, him and that Ronaldo nigga. But you're dealing with the most famous man. Could you imagine what people have done? Could you imagine about rumors they have made up? Could you imagine about lies, fabrications, people who have came out with allegations? Like, you got to remember, yo, some of y'all don't really know the real shit. Like, even the Kobe Bryant stuff, before that shit that happened in Denver, people were trying, like, the dam was cracking. When it came to LeBron seems like the perfect father and the perfect husband. And I'm telling you, that is, again, I'm not saying he's not a great person. He probably is an amazing person. I don't know him personally. But that is because of Savannah James. I just want to say that. Okay? Okay. Chat, y'all be making up all type of bullshit. Hold on. Where did my phone go? I thought I brought my phone in here. Oh, it's right here. All right, man. Let me see. Okay. We should probably get into some hip-hop stuff, right? Or did I have a bunch of other things to kind of address? All right, we did the Durk on Pace to Sell 150. I know this is not really hip hop, but these are topics that we should probably get to. I posted on my page, man. Salute to Speed and Kai for securing their Rumble deal. They're currently on Rumble. They have a live stream show on Rumble. And they have debuted their first episode with Tiana Trump. Now, Tiana Trump notoriously is probably, like, you guys tell me if I'm wild. I think she's got to be like the top 5 cocksucker of all time. Like, literally, like she's like I think she's above Pinky. Pinky's a better porn star, but just straight up cocksuckers, like, yo, she's not superhead. Like, I'm talking about just infamy with just cocksucking, right? yeah, she's up there. Like she's probably like maybe 2 or 3 paces behind Superhead. Like shit, the other chick was called Superhead. You feel me? Anyway, and regardless of that, she done content with Kai before, and she did some content again with them for their new show on Rumble. And by the way, I'll give you my insight on that deal. I was actually a little bit surprised that this deal got pulled off. I got to salute to the CEO, Chris. He kept it on the wraps. He didn't tell me. But, you know, at times he had asked me, he was like, yo, who do we have to get on the platform? I'm like, yo, you got to get Kai. I thought it was a distant thing for them to get Kai because from what I was hearing behind the scenes, Kick was throwing around a lot of money. Now, Rumble, they're not cheap neither. You know, they'll do what they need to do. But it felt like it was going to make more sense for Kick to get Kai because to support Aiden, they need people in that community, right? If you get essentially, like if Kick had gotten Kai, Aiden, Speed, Bruce, Your Rage, it's a clean sweep. That whole quote-unquote WL community, they have to fall in line. Anybody who falls under that, which is kind of like, I think the WL community is basically like a pseudonym now for like the 2K community. It's huge now, right? Everybody would have to fall in line. I think Kick would it's a punch to the gut to Twitch, right? And to any other stream platform. So I think they were trying really hard. I heard they were throwing around a lot of millions of dollars. I won't give numbers. Especially I've seen that Kai didn't appreciate when Aiden mentioned a few numbers. But I think they were throwing around a lot of numbers trying to get that done. But if you ask me, and this is only me, I believe that the reason why Kai and Speed chose Rumble is probably why I chose Rumble. Rumble is more flexible in trying to offer a deal. They realize that they could get their added value by having you on their platform, but they didn't necessarily need you to only be on their platform. Yes, they want particular pieces of content to be exclusive to them, but despite, you know, obviously they are competitors to some of these other places, they're not going to say, oh yeah, Speed, you can't be back on YouTube again, or yo, Kai, you can't be back on Twitch again. And I think that was a very important point. And I'm watching to see if Kick is going to change their mentality on that because, shit, they paid a handsome amount for Aiden, but Aiden's exclusive there. Shit, maybe if they were willing to talk a different type of deal to say, hey, listen, hey, whatever we're offering, we'll give you half of that shit, but you could still be on those other platforms, just give us this amount exclusively. Who knows? They could have been there. So, again, this looks like a big win for Rumble. We're obviously on Rumble right now. And it looks like this is going to have some ripple effects. Anyway, I say all that to say they debuted their first episode of the show. And the thing that's going viral is the fact that Tiana Trump, which is her, I told you, she got to be like top 3 cocksuckers of all time. Had like, you know, she was kissing Speed. This is what happened.
Can I get you on your lips?
Oh.
You didn't let me.
Now,
I got his chin, guys.
Dude. Now she did say he didn't let me, right? Which, by the way, I want to give her credit for that. She's very cognizant of like how she's perceived, and also, you know, she's not trying to make nobody look crazy. So she said, no, I kissed him on his chin, and basically it was like, no, I kind of like, he didn't want it, right? You know, not on some weird shit, but whatever. Clearly the memes and jokes are going crazy. Like I seen one shit, somebody says, yo, basically this nigga, like she kissed him with the mouth that basically, they said, that basically has all the kids from 2023 to 2087, because, you know, obviously she swallows a lot of semen or whatever. It's just a whole bunch of jokes. Again, if it was me, would that have happened? Nah, I can't play with that type of women like that. I know what y'all would be like, oh, what about Selena Powell? I put Selena Powell and Tiana Trump in the same fucking bucket, okay? You know, I'm not trying to get too TMI with shit. Me and Slim, we never kissed. Did we fuck? We did. But you can't suck 55 niggas' dicks and then think you finna kiss me. I know it's childish. I know you could be like, well, she brushed her teeth. Nah, you sucked off the whole neighborhood and kissed me. It's not happening. I'm not doing it. No, like just like them niggas when they pull up on you, you just suck them off and they pipe you out. I'm not gonna sit here and let you just me be the person you kiss. Speed is an amazing content creator. We've seen him do a lot of crazy things, and I don't think he's that offended by whatever. And I think he goes with the punches a lot. So, you know, salute to my boy Speed. But that's kind of wild. That's kind of wild. If you ask me also what happened, I think they probably both smashed her, though. You know what I mean? Like, I never heard anybody give a review of the cheeks. I've heard people talk about the head game. The head game is amazing for Tiana Trump. But I've never heard nobody talk about the cheeks, man. Like, yo, is that shit hitting or is that shit, like, loose? I don't know. Turbo says, how do you know your girl never gave head before? That's like a great question, Turbo. And it's going to come off like us men are, like, just childish. And maybe it is a childish element. Bro, it's just that if a woman has just let me bring it down to some primal shit. And I'm almost going to sound almost like Fresh and Fit with this because I got to go down to biology with you motherfuckers. Here's the thing. Men do a lot of things in competition with other men. I'm not saying for other men, but in competition with other men. The reason why you want to gain a lot of wealth, you want to have more wealth usually than other people around you that you could look attractive to women, but you do realize you're competing with men, right? That's what shit is, right? A lot of life is you competing with other men, right? So here's the thing. If you now encounter, and this doesn't have to be women, it could be anything, right? It's like, for example, if you're about to run a mile and they said the 2,000 men before all ran the mile in under 7 minutes, you don't want to be the only motherfucker that's running the mile in 8 minutes. You want to run it in under 7 minutes. That's just how it is. We as men, we're born to compete. Competition is kind of bred in our DNA. It's bred in most, just animals, primates, even amphibians' DNA, that we need to compete not only for resources, infrastructure, but also mates. I feel like I'm getting like mad, Animal Planet with y'all, but that's the thing. If a woman done sucked off 50,000 dudes, I'm assuming them 50,000 dudes ain't kissing her. I don't want to be the sucker to kiss her. That's it. That's also why I never kissed Selena. I'm just be honest with you. I'm like, yo, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna hit with a condom just to kind of see what it's like. But like, I can't do the kissing, bro. That shit just can't. And it's not even like I think it's just disgusting. That's an ego hit for me. It's like, yeah, she's sucking everybody off, but she's kissing you. That's just reality. So it is kind of childish, to be honest, right? It's kind of childish. But like we men, like stop acting like a lot of shit we don't do is childish. It's childish, but it's kind of what makes us men, because we compete. You know what I mean? It's like the nigga who falls in love with a hoe on the block. Like, bro, everybody done fucked her. Everybody done smutted her out. Bro, you wifed her. That's why I felt the way when niggas thought I bought a G-Wagon. I'm like, all right. At first I was like, oh, I'm enjoying obviously I didn't do it. But I'm enjoying, when the news went out, I'm enjoying the fact that other women hit me up. I'm like, oh shit, this is good. Until niggas started looking at me like, wait, you the sucker who bought the G-Wagon for the girl we all fuck for free? I'm like, whoa, no, let's correct this narrative. No, like that's just everybody always looking at one sucker and be like, damn, he with that girl we all fucked. That's what I'm telling you. It's an ego thing. Has every man's girl been fucked before? Yes. But do you want to be the guy with the girl that everybody done fucked? No. All right. See, somebody says, Ak. What? And that car Selena bought, it was $180,000 she bought it for. Somebody says block Karina on Twitch. Could I unban? Wait, you're banned. How are you banned? Now we gotta have our chat queens in here to give a different perspective. Chat. I'm unbanning you right now. I didn't even know you're banned. It says you're currently not banned. I typed it in. I see some people trying to spam the Ruri shit. Please, chat, keep me near the cross that they got. I don't want to go in on him because y'all know how I get. Just let's move this all along. And I ain't trying to get that nigga promo. And also, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know the type of nigga I am. The shit that I'm gonna say, like, you not finna respond. Like, the reason why niggas don't respond to me is because, like, nigga, I get straight to it. Like, you told my surface shit, I'm about to just, like, I got more to say. So let's just keep it nice today. Today's Sunday. Let's keep it on the up and up. All right, bet. I might have to take a piss in 1 second. Damn. I will say this, though. Let me see what we talk about next. Give me a second. I wrote down some topics. Don't you worry. All right, bet. Nah, I'm not talking about that. Oh, shit, I didn't see that. Wait, apparently Tasha K filed for bankruptcy. Tasha K bankruptcy. Is that true? Oh, shit. Cardi B's $4 million defamation victory forces blogger Tasha K into bankruptcy. Cardi B's $4 million defamation suit has forced blogger Tasha K to declare bankruptcy, according to the Neighborhood Talk. She has filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy this week after a judge ordered her to pay nearly $4 million in defamation damages. By the way, she lost the appeal as well, so there's no way how to get out of it. Cardi has basically a blanket, like, judgment where she could go into the judge at any time and say, hey, I realize that Tasha K is getting paid from anything. It could be like, oh, she's selling lemonades on the corner. And the judge is inclined to say, whatever she makes, take it. Take that as part of your payment for this $4 million. The Grammy-winning rapper sued the blogger, blah, 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 blah. Cardi was awarded more than 2.5 damages and 1.3 in legal fees. And Tasha K lists that she only has $95 in her Chase bank account. All right. Total of her personal properties, including purses, cars, clothes, engagement rings, and business-related properties, all equated to $58,595.56. She's currently not being evicted from her house. She appealed the decision, but they upheld the verdict. Wow. Okay. Here's the thing. Tasha K has also said lies in regards to me. She operated in bad faith, I would say, in purporting lies. I think that's the best way to say it. When she was interviewing a girl and basically trying to have the girl try to say that maybe I was like doing some gay shit, you know what I mean? Because that's what sells like in her little market. Like, oh, did you know this guy's gay? Then she tried to say I was broke, which, whatever. But she's not really done it to me. She's done it to Vlad. She's done it to, like, there's a laundry list of people who just keep coming out saying she did it to her. I feel bad for Tasha K because of this. In this blog world we're all in, we all will make mistakes. We'll all sometimes feel like we have you have a hint towards something, or you feel like you know some shit, and you're going off your gut, but sometimes you're wrong. And there are a few people I know, not only in this bloggish sphere or just media, I know some people who can't ever say they're wrong. And those people, especially when you're spewing out such dangerous stuff, this is what happens. People have mentioned, y'all can't wait till Meg Thee Stallion sues you. Now, she hasn't sued me. I won't say she won't sue me. But there's probably no reason for her to sue me. This is what I would say in response to that. I'm entitled to have an opinion. I thought Meg Thee Stallion was being very untruthful during this whole process of the trial. That was backed up by facts that I definitely knew. She claimed she had no intimate relationship. She gave misleading or contradictory statements. She said she stepped on glass at police. Later on, she said she got shot. Based on that, I could come up with an opinion. Just like based on any facts or based on even me listening to an album, I could say this shit fucking sucks. You can't sue somebody for an opinion. Especially an opinion that's derived from facts. You could absolutely sue someone if they're putting out information that isn't factual. Now, remember even when I said about the DNA, you know why also I didn't get a lawsuit about that? Because I didn't lie. Like, whatever I said about the DNA was actually facts. You see, they're now trying to use that particular thing to argue in court for a potential appeal. Now, here's where it stops with me and Meg. Other than me gathering Meg a bit, because I had to gather her. Like, I seen when she was trying to get at me, I just said, slow down, shorty. You must ain't hear about Big Act. I gather you up, bitch. I gathered her. That's all I did. I did a little gathering. That's it. I do it to everybody. Everybody who I'll gather you up real quick. But after that, you don't keep saying nothing. I got other rappers to beef with. You know what I mean? It's cool. I don't care. I've even given her credit on she lost some weight. No, that ass is shaking a little. You know what I mean? It's bouncing a little bit more now. Go ahead. You got a whole little comeback to her. It's not that serious with me and her. I'm not going to still sit up here and, also preach against what a jury said. I also go by what's factually proven. Now, if you're asking my thoughts, I thought Tory got railroaded. But am I going to say, like how Trump was saying this was a fake election? No. Tory got found guilty based on the people who watched the case intimately, the jury. And that's that. Now it's on Tory to try to come back from it. Do I think he's in a fucked up situation? Yes. If I was the person based on the facts that I know and I had to rule on this, would I have said Tory was guilty? No. But all these things, that's one thing about making an opinion based on what you know as facts, rather than purporting complete lies. Tasha K exceeded that boundary way too much and too many times. What Tasha K was doing, right? And by the way, she also did some of those stuff to me. It's one thing to say, hey, we have a girl who was unsatisfied with Act flying her out. She said he was a piece of shit. She said he was rude. She said, it took her long to get into a hotel. He gave her the 444. He ain't bringing her Philippe. Whatever. Those things are facts. Then she was trying to get a more salacious story, which is exactly why she's here. She was trying to get the woman to basically say, wait, did you put a finger in his ass? Wait, did he like this? Wait, is he gay? Oh, he does coke? You get what I mean? She tried to get lies put on the palette. She wanted to purport lies. Now, this is where I've said that Tasha K is a separate entity from, I believe, the majority of bloggers. A completely separate entity. And I'll give you one further. College Kid was right there about to get sued by me when they were trying to purport a narrative that I like kids, which is completely false. It's one thing to say you're making up an opinion about what you see to be facts when you're just fabricating information in bad faith. And I'll tell you what she did with Cardi B. She said Cardi B had herpes. That's another thing too. When you start speaking on people's health, that's actually protected by law. There's a Privacy Act that protects whether Cardi B has herpes or not. Which, by the way, and that's why this lawsuit and the damages came to that amount. Cardi B showed in court that she's never had a positive test for herpes. Yet, Tasha K kept saying this. Tasha K kept painting her to be a evil woman who had herpes that was kissing her kid all the time. And that's the thing. Like, apparently when kids get born, like, you got to be careful. You can't, like, they're the most vulnerable to sicknesses and diseases. So Cardi B, who's a new mother, a blogger, is saying she has a disease she doesn't have and demonizing her for showing her own child affection because now the internet is believing she has some STD. She also said Cardi B was selling pussy. Now, that could be subjective to a certain extent. You can't say Cardi was selling pussy. Now, if you said, well, Cardi's a stripper, and I know mad strippers, they normally sell pussy. I think that's a fair point. Mad strippers normally sell pussy. Does every stripper sell pussy? No. Did Cardi sell pussy? You don't have proof. So she wildly put out these accusations that Cardi B was a prostitute. And she had not one person that would, if she had somebody to come forward, but of course she was a prostitute, I paid her. Not one person she had in her defense to say that. So now you're speaking on something that you have no proof of. That's hearsay, it's a rumor, that's a lie. You're impugning her reputation. You're trying to bring down her brand. Her as a businesswoman doing all these commercials for Super Bowl, and it was easy to get this damages to be that high. You know why? Cardi B, if her reputation's ruined, maybe they don't want to cast her in a Super Bowl role. Oh shit, we don't want the prostitute in there. Oh shit, we can't cast her in a lipstick fucking ad because she's rumored to have herpes. Or not rumored, this girl says she has herpes. So you're saying really damaging things that if you were right about it, even though I think it's different with health stuff. I don't think you could just, if someone has HIV, I don't think you could just say, that nigga got AIDS. Especially when you're the media, you got to be careful about it. People's privacy. Right? Now, granted, you could talk about Cardi B. Like, she's a public figure. Her health status is private. But lying about her private health status, you're fucking up. So we're seeing the extreme example of a woman fucking her whole empire up. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give Tasha K her due. I know a lot of women who are into this women little tea shit. They love your show, Tasha K. They love it. And this is where I separate people like you from me, because you didn't care enough to just apologize. You didn't care about it's not caring about Cardi. It's caring about your whole empire. This was inevitable. Why would you go to court with this shit? You couldn't prove one thing. If you cared a little bit about the empire that you built, you'd have said, hey, I'm sorry. They sent you multiple cease and desist. A cease and desist is usually what comes before we're filing a lawsuit. Hey, stop doing that shit. We will sue you. She ignored one of them. Stop doing that shit. We're going to sue you. She used that as content. Now she's filing for bankruptcy. Let me tell you why I think she's filing for bankruptcy. Cardi B is petty. Cardi B has lawyers that are $1 million lawyers. Those $1,500 an hour lawyers. Those, hey, we got to get that money because now it's a civil suit. A lot of times they'll award, well, you see it here, $1.3 million. Think about it. Cardi B paid $1.3 million. Let me not, because they're going to be court costs as well. Let's say $1 million. Cardi B spent $1 million to teach a fucking blogger a lesson. Bro, you should have folded your cards. Cardi was serious. So now after she spent that, you know what her deal was, or probably contract with that law firm is? That contract probably says, yo, check this out. Cardi, we're going to spend, I don't know, because a law firm also, they'll spend time to get paid. We'll spend 5 years. You say this is a blogger who's popular. We'll spend 5 years to try to. You'll be on a monthly payment plan, right? Obviously, they gave her a retainer and then whatever, and then you monthly payment plan afterwards. If Cardi ain't paid the whole thing off already, because Cardi got bread. But we're gonna spend 5 years to try to figure out any money that this woman is getting. And we're going to continually go back and forth to the judge. Hey, judge, she got booked for a podcast show over here. Could we get an order that we could submit to the people paying her that we get the money? Hey, she just got hired to do this. Hey, YouTube is paying her. Could we get an order to YouTube? So it put Tasha K in a way where she can't necessarily legally. Oh shit! I didn't even know she said this. Involving false statements. Okay, the herpes shit. And she said that Cardi used a beer bottle as a sex toy and worked as a prostitute. Come on now, bro. So anyway, Cardi B sees like $600 straight from Google, straight from YouTube, paying her AdSense money. And I think that's when she realized you're cooked. Because if Cardi B has a judgment that tells YouTube that they aren't legally allowed to pay to you anymore, and I think she probably hid assets before, which I think this is going to come up too. If she hid money or assets and you're now filing for bankruptcy, the judge who's going to be assigned to it and the person who they're going to have go over all your finances, they're going to look at all your finances from, I forgot how many years. It might be 5 to like 10 years. So again, I just look at Tasha K and maybe this is just the type of person she is, but despite the lies she spread about me, I have a little bit of I have a little bit of empathy for her. Bro, she's filed bankruptcy. She can't get nothing in her name. She can't enjoy the fruits of her labor. And Tasha K, you know this is a fact too. You one of those people, at least on that side of the things, the female blog shit. There's another one. Name one of these other the female blogs. They do more of the tea shit. I can't remember their name. But y'all should be the female versions of me. Which means, what does that mean? Y'all should be living really good. Because y'all have been there doing it for a long while. Part of the reason I'm doing good is because I was one of the first. Y'all were one of the first that I knew of. So I would be thinking y'all would be doing well. But now, look how your life is getting just... Cardi B got lawyers harassing you now. Tasha K, I'm going to be honest, I'm giving you just some genuine advice. You're taking L's right now. I think you should do, I'm not saying do a rebrand because this little nasty T-shade is like part of your brand, but you should apologize and just admit to some error. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really don't think that Cardi B wants all that money. I think you could talk to Cardi B and say, hey, Cardi, could me and you engage in something where I pay you back the legal fees? I'll make a public apology. I'm so sorry for doing this. I'll admit I fucked up. I was wrong. And I'll just help pay your legal fees over a long time. But I could have my channel back. I could work and I could make some money to live a decent life while I'm doing that. It's called humbleness. It's called realizing that, bro, you lost. There is no more win for you. Like, you lost. It's cool. I don't think Cardi's that horrible of a person. I think Cardi would be like, your Cardi's forgiven. I don't know. All right. Okay. All right. All right, people. This is what happens when the women of my streams submit topics. They submit dumb amount of female topics. Like, yo, let's talk about Nicki Minaj and Young Miami beef. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? I'd rather talk about that song they got going on, man. I think that song is terrible. Let me see if I can put it up. Young Miami Instagram. That song is terrible. Diddy, I don't give a fuck what you say, and I love you, brother. But you nor Carisha could make sponsor culture like, you know what I mean, be popping. Okay? Listen to this. Young Miami dropped a song. It's really Diddy's song. So it's Diddy featuring Young Miami and JT and Fabulous. It's called Act Bad. Listen to this snippet. But it's really not about the snippet. It's about the video associated with it. This shit is wild.
He wanna sponsor my act bag, double R black bag, time for a black tag. Walking out Chanel with a black bag, yes, keep it body bag, listen up, scallywag. I'ma give y'all act bad advice. When a broke hoes talk, that's bad advice. And these niggas ain't shit, act bad for life. They treat a good girl wrong in a bad.
That says it all, man. This is the look of a man where, like, you fucked up so much, you gotta give your side chick one main chick day. That's it. Well, you gotta give your side chick one main chick day, this is how it goes. Whole time he's scratching his head like, fuck, they got the camera on me and shit like that, like, shit. Did he want to be at home with baby love? He don't want to be carrying the scallywag around to these motherfucking places, but this is where Diddy's smart too. Diddy an OG pimp. He's pimped every artist that's ever fucked with him. And when I mean pimp, I'm not saying robbed. But he know how to get the Diddy shit off. All right, you gonna rap about all that shit? Yeah, I guess I'll pay for it. Make it my song. Okay.
That one nice, so act bad. He wanna sponsor my.
I love the delusion, though. And by the way, Young Miami, who recently did an interview basically saying she was tired of sharing a man. You know, I keep telling you, Young Miami is, you know, to me, a clown, right? She's a one-trick pony. She is not talented to do anything else. The only act in town is to be like, yo, I'm pimping these dudes out. While you come out in interviews and you're crying. You was on Twitter, you balled to Diddy to DM me. Yo, please stop. He's calling me a side chick. Am I your side chick, Diddy? Diddy. No, answer me. Answer me. Diddy. Am I your side chick? To the point Diddy's like, yo, oh my God. Hold on. Let me holler at Playboy Rick. Let me holler. You got a toothpick in my mouth. Let me holler at Playboy. Let me holler at this Playboy act real quick. Come on. And Diddy, the only reason why I'm going back in on her, I heard her say on some show, she said, she tried to call me a very naughty word. Diddy, at Jamaica I come from. No blood clot gal can't style me like that. Okay? Respect to you, but check your gal. You see me? So, because, you know, again, then now I kind of wave the white flag on it. I say, you know what? You know, Brother Love, say she the shorty wop, let me chill out. Maybe she not the side chick. Till I seen her on some show, she talked about me, and I'm sorry to say, bitch, you know goddamn well you a fucking side chick. You get what I'm saying? All I'm just saying is you a one-trick pony. You motherfucking in interviews is saying, oh my God, I don't want to share a man, I don't do this, but you're not talented to make no other type of music. You can only make loose pussy music, my nigga. Loose pussy, pay-to-play, prostitute music. That's what you do. That money for your pride and your whatever. Remember, you a side chick. That's only valuable. The reason why a nigga like me clowning, that's only impresses the other broke bitches that watching you. Because any nigga with money, they're looking at you like, damn, bitch, you 30 and you still trying to pimp that little box? Costinat, thank you for the gifted subs, man. My boy with 20 big gifted. You still on the track, Young Miami? It's cool. You still on the track. So I looked at that and I said, man, I wish you were a little bit more talented to do other things because your spirit don't sit right with it. I've always said this. Everybody preaching that city girls mentality shit, their spirit don't sit right with you calling them what they're saying they are. They're giving side chick music, but if you call them a side chick, it's okay, baby girl. It's cool. So again, I look at her and I say, yo, before the next time you get upset at me, in case a blogger or two posts this, you need to make amends with your own soul. Are you cool with being a side chick to pay for Playgirl? Because I count that up, 50 bands. Get your back blown out, but you get some Chanel. Okay. There's a lot of niggas in Miami that do that. You know what that showed me? Bandman Kevo could afford you. Bandman Kevo will bring you to Chanel too. He ain't gonna get you the house like Diddy. Nor the Maybach. But he bring your ass to Chanel. 50 band, yeah, he give you the 50 band. He gonna blow your back out though. He gonna blow your back out. Oh, all she did with this video was tell me her price. 50 bands. Yeah, the majority of niggas can't afford that, but Bandman Kevo will. Bandman Kevo will. And there's a lot of scammers who everybody off the PPP loans, they're falling up. But there's a couple niggas that's still up a couple hundred. That's what it takes to get Young Miami. We know it. But again, before the next time you speak on me, because I was down to call the truth, remember your spirit was saying that you hoeing for bread, or you putting out that message, or you being the number 2, or the number 3, or the number 4, or wherever you fit on that goddamn roster, you weren't okay with. You were saying this. Yeah, I get a little attitude adjustment, but it's all good. Let me tell you this. Last thing I'm going to tell you. Young Miami. Let me tell you also one thing. Pussy definitely got an expiration date. The side chick days get cut off at 30. Let me let you know that, all right? Pussy got an expiration date. At 30, you need to slow it down. You got one more year. You got to get all the cash, get all the cars, get everything you need. But after that, running around, making the side chick music, we going to look at you like, come on, man. Come on. You're making music like you 17, like you're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. School up until you like 25, maybe 26. 29, you about to hit that wall. 50 bands for your pride don't seem that good. But I don't think you got pride. Again, if it takes 50 bands for you to act bad, Bandman Kevo will give you that. You be acting bad as Bandman Kevo goes on vacation with his girl. They be on the yacht with just a bunch of extras. everybody living good. But he has his girl and then he has the extras. You get your little 50 bands to be on a Bandman Kevo yacht. It's okay. Just remember that wall coming, okay? Leave that shit to Lotto, man. But again, that's me challenging you to try to make some different content, which I know you can't make. All right, let's keep this shit moving, man. Holy shit. Y'all spam some topics. Oh, Ja Morant. His shoes sold out. Oh, you know what? I haven't streamed since this whole new Ja Morant thing happened, right? I feel so bad. Yo, let me tell you this, man. You know, y'all heard my commentary the last time. And y'all were wondering why I was saying my commentary like
Memphis Grizzlies once again. Yesterday, the Grizzlies said they were aware of the video.
So anyways, the video, he's listening to Young Boy. He flashes a gun. I just want to say, because I feel like everybody's looking at this wrong. For everybody who seems so concerned with Ja Morant, nigga, that $200 million don't belong to you, your mama, your cousin, your girl. It belongs to him. That nigga want to be a goon, let him be a goon. I've been telling Ja Morant, I think he should crash out. I want to see him be him. Ja Morant is an identity crisis. He think he's a thug and a basketball player. We can't convince him not to think he a thug. Everybody keeps saying he's misguided, but he's leading the charge. How he getting misguided? The nigga in the car with him is trying to, oh shit, Ja Wick, what the fuck? I want to see him just use the gun one time. That's my only thing. Ja Morant, how many times you gonna fuck around with the weapon wheel, take the gun out, but don't do nothing with it? I'm trying to see Ja Morant use the shit. While everybody's saying, oh no, you're missing out on millions. Let me tell you this. Some niggas are natural born fucking losers. Ja Morant, he probably only need $1 million for his lifestyle. 200 million is too much. I want to see that nigga crash the fuck out. I don't care. It ain't my money. Bro, he knows what he's living for. Like, bro, listen, at this point, if Ja Morant likes to listen to YoungBoy and pull out a gun, he thinks that's what he is. I'm telling you. That's how he has fun. That's who he thinks he is. Don't blame nobody else. You don't got no mental problem. I thought for a second it was an alcohol problem because there was a lot of videos of him drinking alcohol. I drink alcohol too. But it's been going on long enough that we could tell that these don't only seem like drunken-induced incidents. He thinks that's him. Let him crash out. There's a lot of athletes that done crashed out. Not everybody's just a basketball player. Some niggas is killers, goons. Look at Aaron Hernandez. That nigga, you think you could have saved Aaron Hernandez? All I'm trying to say, listen, obviously I don't want him to catch a body, but if that's who he is, do you, nigga? Everybody who's commenting on Ja Morant is commenting from a place of you don't have anything and you're in a fragile world trying to protect the bag. And I understand why that. Because these days, even with my dating decisions and everything, anytime a woman or anybody does some wild shit, I'm always thinking, you're fucking up the bag. You're fucking up the bag. Because it's fragile to me. It's integral to my success, my way of life. And what I believe my true calling is to try to build this platform and transcend what anyone's boundaries were. So for me, it's easy to say, oh no, it's the 200 million. You think Ja Morant gives a fuck about 200 million? That nigga got suspended for 8 games. I think they without pay, so that money got donated to charity or whatever. Didn't care. He doesn't care about money. He cares about being himself. Now I'm not gonna call him a thug, or maybe did I call him a thug? Hopefully I didn't. This is who he is. He's someone who believes he's a gangster. And the reason why I will say that instead of saying he's a thug is that he believes his way of life is toting guns, keeping it real. And let me tell you, that shit comes from within. There's nothing you could tell that nigga. I seen also he did some goofy shit. He posted on social media saying goodbye to everybody. The fake, I'm trying to kill myself shit. This boy, if Ja Morant ain't shoot at one op yet, you think he about to use that stupid ass gun and shoot himself? Like, let's get real. Let's get real. I seen everybody, oh my God, check on him. Check on him. That boy been waving around the gun like Harry Potter been waving around his wand all day, and he ain't shoot one shit yet. We ain't even see him at the range busting a gun. You think he about to use that shit and kill himself? Fuck no, nigga. Being honest. Once I saw that, I'm like, people don't get him. I get him. Ja Morant feels boxed in. And let me get serious. He feels boxed in. Ja Morant, from a personality perspective, and it's not to y'all gonna say this sounds stupid because when y'all only keep talking about his money, he's 200 million. Stop talking about the money. Ja Morant in these videos feels he's expressing himself. He feels that's him. Okay? He's not thinking about money. What's happening now is everybody in the world is calling him an idiot. And he's reasonably thinking, yo, I ain't doing nothing wrong. This is just what I like to do. I like to do this. Right? Now you ain't break no law. Now clearly, with saying that, that's not allowed in the NBA. We don't see him upset that the NBA suspended him or whatever the case is. I believe he's going to act like this. Hopefully just a camera isn't on. This is him. He likes toting guns. He likes turning up to YoungBoy. Let him be. And if he's really about it, let him crash out. I don't know why everybody's so concerned with his money, like he finna give y'all niggas a percentage. He likes, let me tell you this. The joy I see in that boy's face when he listens to NBA YoungBoy. The joy I see, bro, you see all 32 teeth when he listens to Kentrell Golden is his daddy. That team around nigga, that's just a homie. Kentrell Golden is his daddy. Yo, this nigga can't control it. Bro, he look like he catching a seizure, the Holy Ghost. He don't know how to control himself when he hear YoungBoy. You know who he remind me of? This is him.
Motherfuckers in school telling me always in a barbershop, Chief Keef ain't about this, Chief ain't about that. My boy a BD on.
Y'all keep thinking money makes people different when money only exacerbates I'm fucking up that word. Exacerbates problems. He's just a fucking stand. He's one of them 4K trait, like, dweeb niggas that's tweeting all day. Yo, YoungBoy's gonna step on you. Yo, I'll slide for YoungBoy. That's him.
On fucking Lamron and them. They say don't be nigga putting on no work. Shut the fuck up.
I promise you, I will bet all the money in my bank account that when he's at home, he's damn near beefing, arguing with people who say YoungBoy ain't the best rapper. Promise you.
Y'all niggas ain't no shit. All you motherfuckers talking about Chief Keef ain't no hitter. Chief Keef ain't this. Chief Keef a fake. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't live with that nigga. Y'all know that nigga got caught with a rat shit. Shooting at the police and shit. Nigga been on probation since fucking, I don't know when.
Let me also say this. Here's the problem too. What really the NBA is scared of, and I think that's why everybody keeps speaking to him as if he's a baby. He's a grown fucking man. That's why I keep saying, if he want to crash out, let that boy crash out. If he don't want 20 million, let him, like, he already got like 10 or whatever, 10, 20, maybe even 50 in the bank. Let him crash out. He'll be fine. You can't, everybody's treating him like a baby. They're treating him like a kid. He's not a fucking kid. He's a grown man. He knows what he's doing. He wants to do this. And I think he feels like he's boxed in. That's why he's putting up this fake suicidal shit, which I'm telling you, if I'm the cops, I wouldn't even go over there. I'm like, this boy ain't used that gun to do a motherfucking thing. Like, what the fuck we think he about to do? Shoot himself? Like, yo, this boy used a gun like how they use kryptonite with Superman. Here it is! Look at it! Oh, it's kryptonite, Superman! You can't, this boy not doing nothing with a gun? The point that I'm making is that why everybody keeps treating him like a child is because he has an Allen Iverson-like effect. His influence on young, impressionable kids is immense. Just dropped some sneakers, sold out in minutes. But here's the problem with that. And anytime you find this happening, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You can't have the guy who's influencing people negatively now all of a sudden turn good. Look at YoungBoy. YoungBoy he even admitted, I've been influencing these niggas to go kill people for a long time. I feel bad. 3 days later, fuck you, Lil Durk. I can't wait till you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, it's a self. Back to Ja Morant. And maybe self-fulfilling prophecy is the wrong word. But his influence comes from him not being straight edge. His influence comes from him seeming like a rebel. His influence comes from how he's acting that y'all have said y'all don't like. So you can't coddle him because of his influence without realizing why does he have that influence. His influence is to a certain demographic that would want to act like him. There's no white kids over here like, okay, I want to be acting like John Moran. Like, it's core influence, because obviously he has white kids that do want to be like him. But the reason why you can't coddle him, because you're thinking that, well, if we could use him as a instrument of change, which that's what a lot of times they think. We're going to use you as an instrument of change if you start acting as how we would like you to act. The moment he starts acting within the lines that you construct, he loses the influence. If he starts acting like CJ McCollum, a bunch of kids ain't gonna want to be like him. So it's that rebellious thing and that also anti-culture or rebellious culture that help create this image. So he knows this. So he's looking at it to say, yeah, it's like kids looking at it like, well, the parents are mad, but all my homies is saying like, yo, I'm that nigga. Do you get what I mean? He's looking at this. Every rapper shouting him out on a song. No rapper saying, yo, I ain't gonna blow. No rappers using a bar like this. I ain't gonna blow 200 million like John Morant. Like nobody said. Everybody gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna keep my guns out like John Morant. That's how they're rapping about him. They're rapping about him like he's a pop culture icon. That's a fucking gangster. Or at least they're rapping about him with guns like, oh shit. They did it to Gilbert Arenas, but Gilbert Arenas never had this impact. Kids is looking at it like, oh shit, okay. It's impossible to fix the man without destroying his influence. Because the broken man is why the influence is there. If Youngboy, and now let me go to Youngboy. If Youngboy literally never rapped about violence again, never threatened people with violence, and only say, let's just be together, let's stop the war, I love you, you love me, we're a happy niggas would stop listening to him. That's how it goes. So usually what happens, you got to put the medicine in the candy, but Ja has zero incentive to do that, especially when he feels he's just expressing himself. I guarantee if you ask John Morant, he's going to be like, yo, I'm not killing nobody. I ain't shooting nobody. I don't got no felony cases. Why is niggas on my dick? That's exactly what he's saying. And I guarantee somebody who's an adult or maybe somebody at the team is saying, well, they're going to take your money away from you. You know, he's like, yo, man, fuck it, man. I'm just not going to comply. I want to be me. And I could imagine he's putting up that post. That post, someone act like he was killing himself, was so filled with emotion. It's like the little kid taking his ball and running off the court. It was like, well, if I can't be myself, fuck y'all, then I want to leave. Like, come on, you know you're not doing nothing. He essentially want to be like, well, if I can't express myself how I want to be, bye. He's going through that turmoil right now. I think people got to stop talking about this issue and talk about his money. Fuck it, man. Like 200 million, 200 billion, whatever. Like, bro, you can't want it for him. He clearly has enough. Also, I look at y'all, like, you ever hear how these NBA players talk about money? Like, obviously they always want more, but the lifestyles that they live, $20 million pays for John Morant's lifestyle, at least right now. $20 million pays for it. You know what I mean? He already has $20 million. So, like, he's looking at that money like, he's not saying fuck the money. He's just like, nigga, I'm going to just be me, though. The way we see John Morant is what we're usually seeing from NFL wide receivers. But people usually say those guys have CTE, right? The reason, he ain't learning because he got brain problems. He got hit too many times. I think sometimes people don't realize, man, bro, that's who these guys are. So for me, I'm with Ja. You know, if Ja want to be a gangster, I only encourage him, stop showing the gun, start shooting the shit. Feel me? I ain't telling him to hurt nobody, but nigga, it's enough time. Bro, listen, I don't know if y'all niggas have concealed carry permits or y'all have any carry permits or you're trained with a gun. They tell you, don't take it out for show. Don't take it out for show. So I'm just trying to tell this nigga, if he trying to crash out, crash the fuck out, brother. Feel me? I got no type of, oh no, don't do it. Let me talk to you one-on-one. Let me tell you why you should want your money. Do your thing, gang. You feel me? If you think you 4K Trey, slide on one of these niggas for young boy. I'm with that too. Do that. Of course. Rock out. That's my advice. Crash out, young boy. Crash out. We can't give you no more type of talking. You wasn't about to share that $20 million anyway. A dummy want to do dummy shit? Cool. I'm just saying, you're not doing it right. Aaron Hernandez held it down the right way. He showed it maybe twice on social. No, he showed it twice on social media. He clapped 3 niggas. Remember that. John Moran, step it up. You're showing it too much times. We don't even know if you know how to press the trigger, gang. So you got to get that shit together. Aaron Hernandez was not playing around, man. All right? All right, cool. Let's move on, man. Oh, shit. Let me not stay all the way in sports for a bit, but let me get to Offset real quick. So my man Offset, he actually confirmed that Offset biological related. He confirmed recently that he's not actually biologically related to Quavo or Takeoff. I think people thought they were all family, which ironically, I believe that wasn't Takeoff the nephew of Quavo or something? I can't remember what it was. Anyway, let's read the article. Offset is actually related to is actually not related to his former Migos members, Quavo or Takeoff, despite many fans believing it's so since the group's inception. The Atlanta writer sat down with a cover story for Variety that was published then, and while he didn't discuss the Migos much, due to his legal battle with QC, a small note about his lack of biological relation to the group has left fans' heads spinning. He was classmates with Quavo, the third member of the Migos, and began hanging out with him in Takeoff when Offset was in the 6th grade. While Quavo was Takeoff's uncle, the two was just 3 years apart in age, and although Offset is often referred to as Quavo's cousin, they're actually not biologically related. In a response, one fan tweeted, "So damn near a decade of writing about the Migos all being family was not true. At least the Offset Quavo cousin aspect, mind you." And nobody corrected it. To which somebody replied, "I swear I used that as concrete evidence for everything from their chemistry to why they lasted that long." This is the cover from the Variety magazine. Honestly speaking, man, again, I'm a little confused by this whole issue. Obviously, there was rumors that supposedly Offset fucked Sweetie, but those rumors seemed a little weak because Cardi B backed up Offset, and you know, if Offset had fucked another girl, Cardi would be the most mad, as she has been in the past when allegations came out. And also, it felt a little bit out of place because Quavo isn't with Sweetie. Why would Quavo get upset that Sweetie, after they stopped fucking around, fucked with Offset? Unless that happened when they were together, which it just sounded weak. The next thing that came up is basically over just contractual stuff. You know, just word on the street. It appears that it was a contract dispute. From what I know, Offset feels that QC shouldn't own any of his solo publishing or his solo rights, and they believe they do. He says they don't because he says, yo, I paid y'all for it. So he says he paid P like $3 million for the rights to his solo stuff. Yet now they still feel like they are P owns part of that. So that's why he's beefing with QC. However, issues with him and Quavo seems to kind of arise on shit that seems that shouldn't be that deep, just direction, right? Like Offset, for example, when they dropped Culture 3, which was like everybody was just rooting for them, like, yo, yeah, finally I dropped Culture 3. They came back together, they did the damn thing. Ironically, it was dropped at a weird time because it was during a pandemic. The album came and people were glad that they delivered. It was a great album, if you ask me, but nothing else followed up afterwards. It looked like, all attention shifted back to Lil Baby. And what I believe what happened is that the Migos were at a very turbulent time with the label, but not only that, but with Baby, because remember the whole situation where Baby supposedly was in an altercation with Offset. And I think Offset probably was kind of using the leverage to say, yo, all right, well, man, if y'all not supporting the Migos like that, I'm going to just kind of do my side thing over here. I think that may have caused some rift between maybe Takeoff, well, not Takeoff, but like Quavo, who probably was like, man, yo, we got to do this shit as a group, right? Despite what internal shit's going on. Now, this is me just kind of giving info off the cuff. Some stuff I've kind of heard, but I really don't know the full truth. Regardless, I still think those issues are minor, right? Or it's just business shit. Y'all may have not been cousins or whatever, but y'all have a working relationship that spanned a long time. So what I literally said was, all right, cool. What's then going to happen? Now, we saw after Takeoff got killed, I'm going to be honest with you, it looked like they got more smoke for Offset than they got for the nigga who did it. And what I mean by that, in how they're responding to the public. There was some rumors of like a little shouting match before a tribute at an award show. So clearly something isn't right there, but it seems more personal than just like some contract negotiations or whatever. Also, Quavo supposedly was pictured with Lil Baby not too long ago, which I would imagine if Offset, and I don't know, maybe Offset and Lil Baby squashed whatever they had. But let's see. Quavo, Lil Baby. They were pictured together with P. I can't remember when. I know I'm not incorrect about that. Yeah, Quavo celebrates his birthday with all these people. Yeah, Quavo, right? He celebrated his birthday with somebody who Offset don't see eye to eye with. And Offset wasn't there, right? Let's see. Let's watch this video. This is a video right here. Yeah, I remember seeing pictures from this video. I don't know if he's going to include it in here. All right, it's not going to have it in there.
Whatever the brain on Benjamin. Hey, slim thick, brown bitch, I call it cinnamon. If I shoot my shot and miss, then I'ma spin again. Founded by some stars. I don't plot no Zans, don't think I'm ever gonna run out of bars. I know you ain't perfect, baby, I'm in.
All right, anyway. It looked like him and Baby, seemed to be decent. I won't say they're best friends, but shit, I don't know, man. Like, this is kind of odd. Clearly, they're separating themselves from each other. I think they've done a good job of never saying nothing too crazy about each other, which that's why I keep hope that they're going to make up and they're going to eventually be friends. But truth be told, I think perhaps Offset realized, maybe before the other two, and I'm saying the other two as, rest in peace to Takeoff and obviously Quavo, I think he was ready to go solo before they were. Remember, they all put out a solo album before, but then they came back and did Culture 3. I think Offset didn't like what was going on. Cardi, which is his wife, dipped, right? But Cardi was being managed by QC management brand, which is called Solid Foundation. She dipped. Essentially, it looked like he kind of made his mind up and said, man, I don't want nothing to do with this shit. I'm going with my wife. And it looked like Takeoff and Quavo was saying, nah, but we not making that decision yet. And maybe that caused the rift. Again, I'm just speculating because I just can't understand why it's been like, I don't know. Seems a little odd, ain't it? Someone said Quavo said he wanted to fuck Jada. Yeah, he said he wanted to swap it out, right? Someone said Offset Clout song was very successful. Offset's solo career doing better than Quavo's solo career. I'm wondering to see what Quavo's new move's going to be. All right. Listen, man, I'm wishing the best for these guys. I think eventually they're going to come back together, but truth be told, we might not know what the fuck the beef was over. But I was hearing some Sweetie shit heavy, but those same people who were co-signing it, they kind of fell back off it. So I think the Sweetie shit might be either cap or overblown. So their issues definitely go deeper than that. Yo, this shit is hilarious right here. Y'all remember the story that Wack 100 told? He said he ran Future. He was chasing Future in the airport. Well, Future signs this artist named Doughboy. And Doughboy recently went on to Clubhouse and he wanted to confront Wack on why Wack was saying that he was running after Future in the mall. Or not in the mall, the airport. Let me see if I could. I think this is it.
Hey, I got a question. Hey, what?
Okay, perfect. So that's Doughboy's voice. He's trying to ask Wack like, yo, why did you say you were chasing Future in the airport? Okay, I'm gonna play this real quick, and I'm gonna take a piss while I'm playing that. I'm gonna turn it up though, so I'll be able to hear it.
What's up with Pluto? What's up with that shit you was talking about that day?
What shit? Like, I don't even know you. You mean what day? I don't even know.
I'm talking about the shit you was talking about with Pluto, the airport shit.
Nigga, you wasn't there, was you? Look, sound to me like you was in jail.
Put me down. What's going on?
I don't got to lie on no nigga.
That shit sound like some bullshit.
It can sound like it won't. Now, you notice he ain't said nothing. You know why he ain't said nothing? Because he know the nigga that paid that debt, I'll force him to say something. Because he's very, very close to me and him.
Who
I mean, if you want to wake it up, hey, listen. If you want to, that's all I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you know how Clubhouse work. Tread lightly, because I get to saying some shit and wake some shit up. Now, a neutral party between me and him, that's a very big guy on both sides. Have asked me, Wack, let it go, because I got all the records of the shit being paid, the text messages, everything that happened right on the spot.
You talking about Big U?
No, I ain't talking about no fucking Big U. Big U was with me. I'm talking about the nigga that asked me. I'm talking about the nigga that said, Wack, send the wine information, I'm going to pay the debt. Get off of that for me. And we both fuck with him. He a very big individual in the game. He love that man like he loved me. But if you want to wake it up, because it been quiet, it got quiet for a reason. Out of respect to this man. I ain't heard Future say nothing, and I ain't said nothing. But if you want to come on here for nothing,
no, we don't. No. At the end of the day,
and wake it up, my nigga. Like, I'm just saying, you ain't gonna make a dime.
No, we don't gotta.
All you gonna do is cause a rift. I don't give a fuck. Because I can tell my man.
That ain't nothing to talk about.
Hold on, nigga.
I don't care about that internet.
Hold on, nigga, because I don't know your bitch ass. And if you still out here in LA, I'll pull up because I'm back.
Now you
talking where you at, nigga?
My language.
Where you at, nigga? Okay, well, what's happening?
Hey, Rockstar.
Where you at? I'm
Hey,
headed to my
Rockstar,
studio.
when we get off here,
I'm headed right to my studio, nigga.
You said what?
We can figure that out. No, Rockstar, when we get off here, we can figure that out.
6878 Beck Avenue.
Yeah, when we get off here, we can figure that out.
6878 Beck Avenue.
He talking my language. He talking the way I like to talk. Goddamn.
Yeah, okay, all right. I hope you understand the language.
Hey, Doughboy, man, don't worry about all that.
I hope you understand the language.
Hey, Doughboy, don't worry about this nigga, man.
No, nigga, hey, yo.
No, we don't go, because he just.
I don't know this nigga. I was talking music to this nigga. Don't make me fuck this nigga. Fuck your mama, nigga, and fuck what you stand for. Now pull up, nigga.
Come on, man.
Hold on. Fuck your mama. Pull up, nigga.
Don't do that on
Pull up.
Don't do that on here, man.
You ain't had that shit with JD, bro. Don't do that shit now,
strictly said, look at all these
niggas. You the one with that, nigga.
Come on, bro.
You the one with that, nigga.
Talking about music.
You went there, nigga.
We trying to keep
It's
the
content. You went there, nigga.
Y'all niggas dumb, bro.
He talking about
You went there. Pull up.
You went there. I ain't even met.
You went there, nigga. I was talking music and marketing. I was talking music and marketing,
I don't do this internet.
But don't get it fucked up. Fuck you and Pluto. Fuck you and Future, nigga.
Bitch ass
Nigga, pull up, nigga. Pull up.
And I'm not none of them niggas that
Okay,
you be
come
talking
on
to.
over there,
I'm not
and I'm gonna show you how it go.
Look, I'm not none of them niggas you be talking about. I be hearing.
Come on, hey, I don't know you, nigga. I don't know you. Fuck you in Future. And next time I run in the Future, I'm gonna let him know what it's about. Since you want it to be on, it's gonna be on.
This nigga,
Stunner, hold on. Hey, Birdman, I gave you the respect you asked me for. But blood right here, then turn it back on. Nigga, I told you leave it alone.
Corny as fuck, bro. You corny, bro.
Pull up.
That was just
I'm gonna show you corny.
I ain't gonna hold you.
All you gotta do is pull up.
Bro, that was just corny, bro.
Pull up. Hey,
you just did
6,
all
8, 7, 8.
You just why you just
fuck
do
your
all
mama,
that?
nigga. Fuck your shit. Fuck what you stand for. Now I'm on, nigga. I'm on right now.
This what you
I don't know what they telling you, but I ain't no rapper, nigga.
Why you
pull up.
At your phone?
Pull up. Pull up.
Yo, let me tell you this. One thing with Wack. Wack knows a really good strategy about arguing online. Don't go from 0 to 15 to 30 to 80 to 90. He goes from 0, 100. And what happens when he does that is that, I'm going to be honest with you, it always looks like he pulling a card. I'm going to be honest.
You out here, right? What blood? You still out here?
Why is you doing all that?
Is you out here?
Man, I just literally told you I'm gonna hit you on the side. I'm gonna call your
man. Fuck all that. Fuck your mama, nigga. I want to hit that bitch on the side. Nigga, don't come playing with me, nigga. I ain't gonna be
call your phone, nigga. We
you playing with the wrong one. Pull up.
Why is you doing all this on Clubhouse?
Pull up, nigga. All you gotta do is pull up.
All you gotta do is, nigga, I will hit your phone.
Hey, dog, pull up, dog. You ain't
supposed to be gangsters, right?
Look, fuck all that. Pull up. I don't give a fuck what the world know, nigga. Bro, you got the right one. You got the right one. Listen,
corny. Why you just do
all
that?
you gotta do is on 40 bitch, nigga. Pull up.
Corny old nigga, bro. You corny,
listen,
why
pull
you
up.
do
The
that?
rock star.
Why you just do that?
I came in here humble.
Why you just do that?
You can't check me, nigga. You Atlanta nigga. On Palm Roof. You can't check me, nigga.
You just
rock star.
This nigga just
go rock
screaming.
Doughboy, check your DMs, bro. Chill, check your DMs, bro. Chill, bro.
Nigga, I'ma knock your whole noodle. Pull up. I dare you to. Pull up.
Hey, hard body.
Doughboy, check your DMs, bro. Chill, bro. Check your DMs.
Pull up, nigga. Pull on up. You fucking with $1 million nigga that's a gangster. Come pull on up.
Shut the fuck
up. Tough guy.
Shut the fuck up.
Bitch ass nigga.
Right,
what's up with Pluto? Nigga, fuck Pluto. Fuck Venus. Fuck Mars. Nigga, fuck you and Pluto, nigga.
Nothing like
that nigga said fuck Pluto, Mars, and Venus.
With Pluto.
You think
you ain't checking nothing, nigga. You bitch ass nigga.
And you still, why is you doing this on the internet?
You a bitch. Nigga,
look, why is you sitting
talking about hollering at me on the side? Then you should have called me on the side, nigga. You went there, nigga.
You just start. I didn't even try to do this with you on here.
I ain't said nothing about that nigga. I ain't said nothing about that, nigga. I was talking music and marketing. You went there, nigga.
Look here.
Man,
Why you
fuck
just do
you.
all
Fuck
that
your mama.
all these people?
I ain't looking nowhere, bitch.
Fuck your mama,
Pull up, bitch. Now you got.
Let me ask you this, Chad. Because I feel like this is like a Vic Mensa thing, right? When one nigga just immediately just like, yo, I should beat your ass. You're like, nigga, what? Like, wait, like, why? Do you catch an L for even asking that, or you should just be on 10 with him? Because, by the way, if you know Doughboy like a real nigga too. But in this argument, if you just listening, unless you hate Wack, you're gonna be like, damn, Wack punking him. Damn, Wack keep telling him to pull up. Like, how do y'all kind of score? Y'all tell me.
Gotta pull up, bitch. He's a bitch. Pull up, bitch. Pull up, nigga. Pull up. Pull up. Then shut up then, nigga.
He was a hoe.
I'm telling you where I'm at. I'm telling you where I'm at. Scary ass nigga, scary ass future. And when I run into him, we at him.
Oh, man.
Hey, on your name, we at him.
You a sucker, bro.
I'm telling you that right now.
You really
He gonna holler at you, bro. I told you leave it alone. I told you leave it alone, nigga.
You corny as fuck.
I told you leave it alone.
This nigga weird.
Okay. All right, we'll see.
This nigga weird, bro.
Oh, man, we was on that nigga. We done been on his head before. It ain't no problem. Listen, I hope you with him everywhere he go. You right.
Hey, look,
Rockstar this show, nigga.
Shut the room. Hey, shut the room. Hey, niggas can holler. Niggas.
Hey, nigga, I came in there humble, my nigga.
Yeah,
no, you didn't.
Well,
I came in there humble, my nigga.
So why you start screaming?
But you can't check me. Ask me what's up with another
why
nigga.
You start
fuck
screaming?
That nigga. Your mama's a bitch.
Fuck you.
If you in LA, pull up, nigga. On Paru. Ain't neither one of us gotta go home, nigga. You fucking with the right. I ain't no rapper, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Pull up.
Bro.
Pull up, nigga.
You clearly don't know who you talking to.
Nigga, fuck you, nigga. You don't know who you talking to.
All right, no.
Pull up.
Nigga, who you think you talking to? You think you talking to one of the niggas you be talking to?
6878 Beck Avenue, North Hollywood, California. Pull up.
All right, bro.
Fuck wrong with you, nigga?
Internet nigga.
We real members out here, nigga.
Internet nigga.
Fuck? Okay, pull up. You on the internet with me right now, nigga.
Bro, why you screaming and arguing though?
Man,
like,
shut your bitch ass up. Don't you ever in your life ask me about what's up with another nigga, nigga. You ain't that kind of nigga. I don't know you, nigga. You's a little nigga. You bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talk about what's up with Pluto. Fuck Pluto, nigga. That's what's up with Bud.
Bitch ass nigga.
Nigga, don't ask me no questions, nigga. You ain't got the right rank of respect to question me, nigga.
Who don't got what? You better
you don't, nigga.
Me. You know
you don't. You don't got the right rank of respect. You signed to a nigga. I sign niggas. You signed to a nigga. Nigga.
I got more money than you.
You a motherfucking fool.
You crazy.
You out your damn mind, dummy.
You crazy.
You out your damn mind. You got to be stupid in the head.
Yeah. Hey, Rockstar, get your nigga, bro.
No, nigga. Rockstar invited me over here to have a business conversation. You want to ask me what's up with a nigga?
Why you arguing on it? Why you trying to argue?
Nigga, you went there. Don't flip it now. Everybody heard you went there, nigga. Look. Fuck your mama. Pull up, nigga. Look at that, bitch. You's a bitch. You's a bitch. Your mama's a bitch. Your kids is a bitch. Pluto's a bitch. Pull up, bitch. Stop talking, nigga.
The fuck?
You pull up, but where you at?
Oh my God.
Where you at?
Hey, I want to be honest with you though. Just because Wack's my big homie, I'm gonna believe Wack he's the undefeated in the last 2 years. He's the only undefeated nigga in fades because his opponents have never showed up. Like somebody said it like, yo, Wack has lined up the most fades in the last 2 years and caught none of them. I don't think it's because of Wack though. Okay. I think niggas don't want it with Wack. It's big Wack. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You feel me? Like, yo, Wack tell him the address. Wack tell him he could give him anything he want. I'm gonna be honest. Yo, listen. Wack organizes a fade about 1 before lunch, 2 after dinner. Like, every day. Wack probably has about a laundry. It got to be like 7,000 fakes you got to catch. You know what I mean? None has been caught yet. None has been caught yet. But it don't matter if none has been caught. I'ma just give Wack the dub because, you know what I mean? Niggas ain't show up. Wack dropping addresses, everything, man.
Hit your phone.
Where you at? Where you at? What hotel you? Where you at, homie?
Pussy ass.
It ain't nothing, my nigga. Let's see who money work. Where you at,
bro?
Boy, you in the wrong backyard to be playing with me.
Look,
you at?
It's 300.
Look.
People
Shut your bitch ass up. Where you at?
Police ass nigga.
Where you at? I told you where I'm at. So fuck it. We coming. Where you at?
You not even there,
nigga. On Paru, I'm here. On the dead homies, nigga. Pull up.
You got the police with you?
Got me? No, nigga. I ain't none of that over there. Ain't none but members over there. That's all that's over there.
It's 300 people in this room. Why are you trying to argue in front of them?
Man, fuck all that. Pull up, bitch.
This nigga's a bitch.
I'm ready to crash out. I ain't tripping. That's what I thought. Rockstar, listen what I mean, bro. These niggas is all clout chasing ass niggas. I think we having a regular music conversation. I don't even know you.
He talking about
bro, don't ask me about what's up with no nigga.
Start yelling and
fuck
shit.
That nigga. You wasn't there when Blood was running. You wasn't in the airport when he was running, nigga. You wasn't in the airport. No, hey, bro, I ain't come over here to do this.
Yes, you did, and why you start doing it?
Rockstar, when you told me the nigga name, what I tell you?
Why you start doing it?
Who is that?
What I tell you, Rockstar?
Who is that?
I don't even know you, nigga.
All right, bro.
But look, I think it is gonna left by. He didn't come in to come holler on no bullshit.
Hey, your man came in here screaming.
What? You a motherfucking lie, nigga.
Nigga over here screaming.
You a motherfucking lie, nigga.
Fuck you. I'm like, damn.
That ain't how I came in, homie. You a liar. You a liar.
This nigga crazy.
You a liar.
Tripping.
But blood, you here? Pull up.
I straight up just told you off the rip. We can talk on the phone. Like,
hey, bro, fuck that. Pull up, nigga. Get down, whatever you want to do. Pull up.
Internet, nigga.
Yo.
Nigga, I lie, nigga.
Nah, the frustration in Wack's voice.
Nigga over here screaming.
You a motherfucking lie, nigga.
Fuck you. I'm like, damn.
That ain't how I came in, homie. You a liar. You a liar.
This nigga crazy.
You a liar.
Tripping.
But blood, you here? Pull up.
I straight up just told you off the rip. We can talk on the phone. Like,
hey, bro, fuck that. Pull up, nigga. Get down, whatever you want to do. Pull up.
Internet, nigga.
Nigga, I knock your bitch ass out. Pull up. On the dead homies, I give you a fair one. Pull up, nigga. We can videotape Rockstar. On my mama, nigga, you know you good with me. Go get that, nigga. I give you 10,000 and pull up with him. We get out, nigga, and I'ma bed you, nigga. Pull up. Got me fucked up, nigga. Pull up.
All right.
Go get that nigga, Rock. Pull up and turn the camera on. Niggas, I'm not no rapper, nigga. I'll knock your ass out. Pull up, please.
Yeah.
Bitch ass nigga. Telling me he here.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We've heard everybody talk about this story. We gotta get Ciara to speak on this. Remember, if you don't remember the story, so apparently Future and Ciara just got through they just got off a plane or something like that. No, they're going through TSA. Wack just got off the plane. And Wack sees them while he's going through TSA. He pulls up. They just got through TSA. You know what I mean? Future getting his backpack. He trying to get his stuff for his lady, Ciara at the time. And Wack says, hey, yo, homie, let me holler at you. They look up, like Future looks up and sees, oh, shit. Sees this Wack and literally just drops everything and just starts running. So he's running left, he's running right, nearly going to the bathroom. But it's an airport. Now you're in a secure part of the airport. He's saying the Future, so I asked Wack, I said, Wack, are you running? He said, nah, he's doing a light, brisk, stern walk. You feel me? He's doing a power walk. Future is sprinting. He says Future was basically at the end of like that one part of one of them gates. And Future looks at the emergency exit door, pops it open, and damn near jumps on the tarmac. He says Future hopped on the tarmac like he was about to take off. Nah, this story sounds unbelievable. You know the funny part of the story? I imagine Sierra like, yo, why Future doing the 1-2 step? Like, what's going on? Why Future doing the 1-2 step right now? But anyway, now Wack said he's like approaching Future because Future now is caught. So this is Wack. Future! And he says right when he might do something to Future. I don't even know if he was going to do something. He said Future says, yo, I want no problem. He said Future was on the phone. He said Future throws the phone at him. And he's like, he catches it and he'd be like, oh, Paru, you better tell me something good or else I'm fucking him up. And that's when it was Birdman on the other line saying, the Playboy stunner. Whatever debt it is, I'm going to pay. And that's when Future finally was able to leave safely. That story sounds hilarious. I ain't going to lie to you. The fact that nobody is yo, who's a good animator? Y'all got to animate that story, bro. Y'all got to animate that story. Wack came on here and I pressed him about and I asked him about the story. So somebody find that. Right? Somebody find out. With me asking Wack, give that to an animator. I gotta get it uploaded on the King Akademiks channel. We need that shit animated when when Wack is like walking him down and Future's like we gotta see Future run out of his Gucci flip-flops. I kid you not. He sees Wack and he runs out of his Gucci flip-flops like pew! Oh, wait a minute. You ever watch what's that cartoon with Roadrunner? Like, yeah, one of those. Beep beep. One of those. Nigga says it's a fake story. That shit's hilarious. Yo, what do you think Wack is that creative to come up with a fake ass story like that? Do y'all feel Wack is that creative, bro, to come up with a fake ass story like that? All right, man. oh, this ain't done. Watch.
Bunch of excuses. Now you want to flip it. Oh, I didn't start shit. You started it, nigga. You started it. Out here, when you get to asking us, what's up with a nigga? That's a check-in. And we ain't going for it, nigga. Not a little bit.
Oh. Did this pussy ass run?
Funny. Bitch ass nigga. Rockstar, call that nigga, bro. Call that nigga, bro. Call that nigga. Bring that nigga over there, bro.
All right, hold on.
Call that nigga. Nigga, tell him on my life he get a head up. But we squabbling to the knockout. Ain't no stopping. We don't give a fuck a broke hand, broke leg, eye doubt, none of that.
All right.
Yo, it's like wrestling. Yo, you watch WWE and Vince McMahon says, be like, tonight you're gonna face the Undertaker. Fresh blood. Like, you know how Vince McMahon used to talk? Tonight you will face Big Paru. Wack 100. Nah, this shit is too funny. He said, I don't care about broke hand or broke leg. Yo, we fight till the knockout. Nah, this is crazy. Yo. Oh, man. Hold on, let me see if I can. Hold on. Let me see. This nigga was hilarious.
Tonight marks the 1,517th.
Oh man. Nah, this nigga was legend.
Come on, Undertaker. You are.
This is what I hear when I hear whack. It's hilarious.
Yeah, nigga, that's what I'm talking about. Niggas wanna bang, let's bang, nigga.
Nigga talking about what's up with Pluto. Nigga, fuck you and Pluto.
Fuck Pluto too. Nah, nigga, run that shit. Squabble up.
What's up with Pluto? Nigga, every nigga on this platform from this West know we hear that one way and one way only. And we ain't going for it, nigga. Ain't damn nigga from no tribe that's about that shit going for that. What? What's up? What? Nigga, fuck you and him, nigga. That's what's up with him.
Yeah, that's crazy. We went from telling him his numbers were good to him asking a dumbass question like that.
Nah, niggas be lying to these niggas that don't know me and be telling them.
All right, that shit's hilarious, man. All right, man. Again, I'm gonna be honest. Wax undefeated, so hey, it is what it is. Yo, is Ice Spice natural, bro? Yo, Ice Spice the only chick that every time she posts a picture, bro, I have to like it. It's like my finger just automatically like it, bro. Like, it's something going on. She just posted some shit.
So I keep my head up, my bread up, I won't let up. Promise that you never end up with no lesson.
Tell me she gonna twerk.
It's okay, baby. So I keep my head up, my bread up, I won't let up. Promise that you never end up with no lesson. I be dragging that light. Karma is beauty.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Ice Spice winning, man. Let me see if I can find this damn picture. There's one picture with both of them. This shit is hilarious. I'm hearing people tell me that Ice Spice only got this little collab with her because apparently Taylor Swift dating a racist. And like, he said some bad stuff about Ice Spice before. And I guess like to make it up, she gave her a feature. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I gotta be honest, man. I think Ice Spice the one, man. Now I know some people gonna be mad when I say that because they'll be like, no, like somebody was like, yo, how could she be the princess? Like she got it. She's the next queen, really. Somebody says, yo, how could? Oh yeah, here it is right here. Nah, this is crazy. Oh man, I gotta try to pull this up. Pause. Give me 1 second. Hold on. What the hell? Give me a second. Here we go. I ain't even gonna hold you. I didn't know my baby Ice Spice was holding like this. Like, holy. 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 Now, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Taylor, but I don't even say nothing about Taylor. You know, it's Taylor. If it was Coyle Ray, I'd say something, but Taylor, I can't say nothing. It's just Taylor Swift. But oh my God. Nigga, this ass look like you could use this shit as a... It looked like she's a perfect candidate to be a drug mule, nigga. You could hide like a good 15 kilos of coke in between that junk. Jesus Christ. Nigga, after I seen this shit, I said, I gotta take a ride through the Bronx. Whatever that dirty shit in their water, nigga, it got them growing tumors on their backside. What's going on? Nigga, this shit look like a Tempur-Pedic pillow back here, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know why this look crazy? Because Taylor got heels on. It takes a certain type of talent. You know when girls wear heels, that showcases a little ass, even if they have none. You gotta do some sorcery to have on 6-inch heels and still have no ass. Now, I ain't talking about Taylor because I love Taylor. Like, Taylor's a beautiful queen and I would never talk about her like that. But Jesus Christ. Yo, Ice Spice got the thigh of like a home run hitter. Like, remember during the steroid era? Nigga, her thigh looked like Albert Pujols. You remember that nigga? He used to be, that nigga was probably on the juice heavy, but he used to be hitting all type of home run. That nigga, let me not even bring him on. Let me show him. That nigga used to look like this, bro. Albert Pujols, nigga. That nigga thigh, nigga. Not looking at his ass, I'm saying his thigh. Apparently, that's why he could hit all them home runs. All right, man. Yo, listen. I think what we have realized is that when Nicki Minaj retires, if she ever retires, rap will be in good hands. We have certain people who could do a little bit of rapping, but twerking too, like Meg. We have great personalities that know how to make records, like Cardi B, and we have motherfucking Ice Spice. Okay, the fucking queen herself. All right, I think Ice Spice is gonna just have to take the throne. Yeah, fuck. We love Ice Spice. Somebody says Lola Brooke. Okay, yeah, Lola Brooke. And of course, you know, we love Glorilla too. We love Glorilla. Oh, somebody says Doja. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I think Doja eventually gonna announce she trans. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. And I don't mean like transsexual like she turned to a nigga. I think she gonna try and turn to an alien or some shit. Yeah, Doja Cat, she already experimenting. She cutting off her eyebrows. She doing weird shit. She don't want to be human. She on some other shit. So I do believe eventually we're going to see Doja Cat announcing that she's trans, but it won't be trans gender. I think that she's going to be like a trans animal, like a trans alien or some shit like that. That's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, transhuman. I don't think she want to be like, yeah, she on some other shit. Okay. All right, bet. Let me see. There's a lot of these new girls coming up. Somebody named Sexy Red. Another girl named Scarlip. Y'all heard these people? Scarlip. And I'm going to be honest with you now. What's in now is attractive girl. Like, you know what's funny? Like, attractive girls are only good for like, what do you call it again? They're only good for OnlyFans. Like Ruby Rose, like, niggas is like, yo, just get naked, girl. You know who's popping these days? Somebody named Scarlip. Wait, isn't that her name? Like, I don't even know these people, bro. Scarlip and... What the fuck? Is this an artist? No, this ain't her. No. Is this her? Bro, I don't know how these people look. I only heard the name, so I don't know if this is her. Well, Scarlip and another one named Sexy Red, dog. Sexy Red. That's the one they said NLE Chopper Kiss, and they say, oh, boy, no, this ain't her. What the fuck? Yeah. This is a Pound Town person. Sexy, is it Sexy Red? Pound Town. Bro, I gotta take this off the screen, man. This is, I feel like I'm looking at porn, gang. You find the person first. Oh, I found her. She's the new baddest in the game right now. Right here. She's like, I'm gonna be honest with you, ghetto bitches is in now. All these bitches that look like they should be on baddies fighting, who look like they probably keep a 22 in their panties, fake nails, flamboyant hair, see-through top, Forever 21 bra. Ghetto tattoo on your thigh. Yeah. That's about it right there. That's about it right there. So apparently she's the new baddest. So I don't know if y'all realize, basically the girls that, think about it, Glorilla, Scarlip, Sexy Red, they're the new hot girls. The more attractive you are, the less people, unless you Ice Spice. Ice Spice is just a queen. You feel me? The more attractive you are, the more people want to see your OnlyFans. Like, you know what I mean? Scarlip and Sexy Red, they better be able to rap. I think NLE Chopper was kissing one of them. Oh yeah, Sukiyana, one of them. But Sukiyana been around. Yeah, y'all definitely would fuck. You see, y'all like chicks like this with a chest tattoo. This Yasties right here. Chest tattoo, hair look like a rooster. Big sexy, yeah. I'm glad Ghetto Bitch is getting back into the mix. Yeah, proud of her. Okay, all right. Somebody named Armani Caesar. Yeah, all these pretty girls who can't rap for nothing, who think that like niggas is just directly looking at them like, get on OnlyFans, man. We don't want to hear you. Keep your mouth closed unless you got that dang-a-lang in there, okay? But the ugly chicks, yeah. Let me not call them ugly because they're attractive in their own right. The ghetto bitches, yeah. They're popping now. All right, cool. Yo, real quick. Hey, everybody on every platform, we about to switch over to Rumble for like this last hour right here. So I need everybody to just pull up over Rumble that we could have given them their exclusive part of the stream. So please, rumble.com, everybody spamming it in all the chats. I'll give y'all about like 2 or 3 minutes. I do want to shout out all the people who have gifted subs while I'm waiting for y'all to get to Rumble. Let me see. Who gifted subs today? Thank you guys for gifting subs, by the way. Let me see. Kai Sinat, thank you for the big 20 subs, man, and welcome to Rumble. Appreciate you. That's my boy. Also, thank you to Enzo Kubrick. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Swigger Giovanni with a 5 gifted. Jinx, my boy, with 5 gifted. Roscoe, thank you for the 5 gifted. Zay12 Music, thank you for the 5 gifted. And Jinx, god damn, my boy dropped 25 earlier. Thank you. Karina, I thought you said you were blocked. I see you on here. Somebody says, yo, Karina, no, this was 5 days ago. But she said, be fair, everything Nicki dropped flopped. What the hell? Oh, you probably don't like Nicki. I think Nicki's on one of these songs too with Sexy Red. I think I listened to the remix. Nicki looked like she did her thing. So salute to Nicki. Ghetto Rebel, thank you for the sub. Fits and Chips, Matches, Vet, YB Better. Okay, we got a YB fan in here with some bread. Okay. It's Trey, thank you. He says, Ak, are you going to be on the Roots Picnic on Saturday? Could you ask Uzi about the pink tape? We've been waiting forever. Yes, I'll be at the Roots Picnic this weekend. I'll give you guys a real quick announcement. If you guys wanted to see me live, wanted to see me in this tri-state, I will be at the Roots Picnic this weekend. I believe Saturday's when I'm gonna be there, or maybe it's gonna be Sunday, but I will be there this weekend. So if you guys ever want a chance to meet me, there's a podcasting section of it. I know they got me and Charlamagne headlining, which I'm guessing maybe we're gonna do different dates, or I don't know. I really don't know how it's gonna go. I'm gonna follow up today with my assistant and try to figure out how that stuff goes. But I hope to give you guys a real good experience if you guys come out to watch the podcasting that we'll be doing there. I think it's going to be a little bit different because it's kind of going to be off the record, except it's going to be, it's a little bit more of a monologue / I think there might be crowd participation. I'm not too sure. I'll figure it out. All right. Somebody says, what? Somebody says, yo, chick need to take notes. About what? Then somebody says, FN4F, he says, man, you got to respect young boy or I'll be forced to cancel you. Who else am I missing on here? Give me a second. Sorry. And thank you. I know you're probably saying bless you. Chief Switch, thank you for the sub. Dusky World, thank you. Supreme, thank you. Wayne Weezy, thank you. Sunday Hoops, thank you. Clardet, thank you. DRTK, thank you. Finesse, thank you. Okay, 58 months? Damn, my boy. Maniac 3 times, he says, nah, nigga, that's a nigga. Sexy Red, a ugly nigga. Nah, why y'all say Sexy Red ugly? Bro, her name is Sexy. Like, she can't be ugly. Supreme King, thank you as well. All right, we're about to go to Rumble, and I got a debate if I'm going to talk about this bum-ass nigga Ruri. So, meet me over Rumble. Thank you guys for watching on, obviously, let me see. Wait. Did I already cut off the other shit? No, I didn't. Why is this? Oh. Yeah, meet me over Rumble, people. Here we go. All right, here we go. And I gotta cut Twitch, unfortunately.